Cora, Will Fleming will specifically. That's presented by your New England Ford dealers. I'm Christian Arcan. This is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. We're back with Alex Cora.
Hey, Rhode Island. Keep it real with the Ballybet Casino app. You can play with real dealers plus win real cash. It's got hundreds of slots you can play on your phone when you're out on the go or hanging at home. Just download the app. If you're 21, tap the Ballybet tile and fire up the fun. Play blackjack, baccarat, even roulette. Real dealers, real money, real fun. Ballybet. Must be 21 plus, Rhode Island only. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-9-GAMBLE. Ballybet Casino.
Download it.
20% off sunglasses from Shadon Precision Eyewear. Hurry over to SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and use promo code SPRING. See better and play better with Shadon. That's SeeBetterPlayBetter.com. Promo code SPRING.
It's time for some new azaleas. Perfectamundo azaleas from Proven Winners Color Choice Shrubs. These innovative new azaleas bloom longer and brighter than the rest, giving you months of flowers in spring and in fall. Take your pick from 10 different colors, shapes, and sizes. All have been trialed and tested to ensure your success and satisfaction. Look for Perfectamundo azaleas from Proven Winners Color Choice Shrubs in the distinctive white containers at your local garden center.
Every morning brings a fresh, new energy.
This is Today with
And no matter what the day holds, we come to the Today Show for all of it.
When things are tough, we talk about it. When there's something to figure out, we dig into it. And when there's joy, we celebrate it.
Because today is where it's all happening. We get the best start to every morning because we start it together.
Watch the Today Show with Savannah Guthrie and Craig Melvin, weekdays at 7 a.m. on NBC.
Stop guessing and randomly picking workouts. iFit's AI coach creates a plan personalized to you and schedules it. Your plan syncs with your smart Nordic Track machine. Just show up, press start, and iFit does the rest. Experience personalized fitness at NordicTrack.com.
You know what's better than a limited time deal? An unlimited time deal. That's why the Wendy's $5 Biggie Bag with a Junior Bacon Cheeseburger, 4-piece nugs, Junior Hot and Crispy Fries, and small soft drink is available all the time. Because the best time for fresh, never frozen beef and Applewood smoked bacon is all the time. Duh. I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot. For the best deal of all time, gotta be Wendy's.
Unlimited time does not mean forever. U.S. price and participation may vary. Prices may be higher in Alaska, Hawaii, and California and via third-party delivery. Fresh beef available in the contiguous U.S., Alaska, and Canada.
Why'd I go to the doctor? My heart would race just taking my son to practice. It didn't feel right. So I got checked out. Turns out I have atrial fibrillation, which increases the risk of stroke about 5 times.
Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go. But if it's AFib, the risk of stroke remains. If you have symptoms, contact a doctor.
I'm so glad I did.
Visit notimetowait.com. Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Here at the Zebra, research shows the average person would rather endure a root canal than search for auto and home insurance.
Just try to relax.
Okay.
Or be trapped in a car for 8 hours with toddlers on a sugar high. Or remove a nest of irate hornets. That's why the Zebra searches for you, comparing over 100 insurance companies to find savings no one else can. Compare today at thezebra.com. We do the searching, you do the saving. I think I'll wait inside.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You ever try fixing your car and realize you're missing that one part? Yeah, been there. That's why eBay's my go-to. They've got millions of parts, guaranteed to fit. I'm talking brake pads for when yours have seen one too many miles of stop and go. Oil filters, because you don't mess around with your engine care. Even got this cold air intake on my watch list. I might just go for it. To keep the ride cool and your DIY streak hot. Find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things, people, love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Comcast Business helps turn today's small businesses into engines of modern business. It's how restaurants become reliably up and running neighborhood favorites. How retailers become seamlessly restocking, cyber-securing, must-visit shops. And how healthcare offices become the data managing caregivers that we all depend on. With reliable connectivity, enhanced cybersecurity, advanced fiber solutions, and Wi-Fi backup, Comcast Business is powering the engine of modern business, powering possibilities.
Now through May 4th, new customers can get started with 150 megabit internet for $59.99 a month for 12 months with a 2-year agreement. Plus, ask how to get up to a $500 prepaid card on a qualifying gig bundle. Call today. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. Requires enrollment in paperless billing and automatic payments with bank account. Early termination fee applies. Equipment, taxes, and other fees extra and subject to change.
This is Alex Cora. You are listening to the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
Welcome back. This is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. I'm Christian Arcan. It is the Red Sox and the Blue Jays, the third and final game of this series, the rubber match, after the Sox and Jays split the first two. And before every game, we interview Red Sox manager Alex Cora, and Alex Cora on WEEI is brought to you by your New England Ford dealers. Hurry in to get employee pricing on the full lineup of vehicles Ford from America for America. Here with manager Alex Cora is the voice of the Red Sox, Will Fleming.
With the manager Alex Cora, getaway day in Toronto. It got away from you a little bit last night. You keyed in on the walk in an 0-2 count. Why did you think that turned it so dramatically?
I mean, they scored 3 and they got back to the game, and that's a team that when they gain momentum, they're hard to stop. And we were cruising along, and we can talk about the pitch to Varsho, but the 0-2 to the walk put us not in a bad spot. At that point, we felt like we were under control, but homer, and then obviously they're, a bloop, a walk, and a blast, from tying the game.
And yet you had chances to add on. It could have been 8-9, 10-0. A couple little things on the bases. What happened, did you think, after you got the 6 up? Did something change offensively?
They went to their A guys in the bullpen, and they're really good at what they do. Little, Garcia, Hoffman, we put them in a bad spot the night before. We put them in a bad spot early in the game, and they needed to use their A bullpen, and they did an amazing job.
What is that pitch from Little? They put it up as a curveball. It almost acts like a changeup. It looked like guys were having a really hard time picking it up.
Yeah, I mean, just backed up a few times, especially with Romy. That ball just stayed on the side of the plate. He made some good pitches on Sedan, so he's one of those. He's really good at what he does. Just happened that the lefty got the hit and the righties didn't.
Overall, Lucas was outstanding. I mean, he gives up the homers, but that was a fabulous debut, wasn't it?
He did an amazing job, and if he throws the ball that way, we're going to be in a good spot. The fastball command was great. The changeup play, he used his pitches in different spots, moved the ball around and did a great job.
He raved about Carlos behind the plate. He said, in my first one back, this guy caught the game like he'd been around 6-7 years. We've seen the numbers, the blocking, the framing, all this stuff, the arm. What stands out most to you about Carlos behind the plate?
The preparation. He knows what he wants to do. He prepares, and when he's running the meetings before the game, he knows where he wants to go. He knows plan A, plan B, and if we got to go plan C, he knows what he wants to do. And so far, it's been refreshing. It's been good, and we're very proud of him.
In the last start, Tanner, after the first inning, started throwing more heaters. He went away from the splitter. Do we expect more of that tonight?
Well, depends. I think it's lineup related. We saw it in the first inning against Cleveland. They hit 4 splits for hits, right? If we execute those pitches, probably they don't get it, right? But we have to be on top of the game, see what's going on in front of us, and make adjustments.
And you just told all the writers something's up with Walker Buehler. He's going back to Boston. Can you just update our folks on what's going on with him?
Yeah, he hasn't been able to bounce back the way we wanted to. Obviously, Walker is very important to our program, for us to get to where we want to go. We need him. So it's one of these situations that we gather information. He's in Boston right now. We'll know what's going on. Brandon doesn't feel to alarm about it. Brandon Henry, our head trainer, if it's an IL thing, it should be a short one. If not, he'll be able to pitch over the weekend. So we'll gather information and make a decision based on Walker and obviously the benefit of the team.
One of the good problems you have is such a deep roster that it's hard to get guys like David Hamilton into the lineup. He's in there today. You played that role, Alex. Have you had specific conversations with him about how to keep his mind in this thing?
Yeah, I think the most important thing, just be you when you play. Don't try to be another player. He did it in Tampa, right? Got a pitch to hit it out of the ballpark, play good defense. He's a good player. We know that, and we just have to make sure he understands that there's a different role, right? And sometimes you get caught up on I haven't played in a week, let me get my 4 knocks, right? And it doesn't work that way because when you start chasing hits, the quality of the at-bats are not going to be great. So slow it down, have fun, contribute, and we move on.
2 more quick ones. A finale here in Toronto. Another one of these spots, you're going to get home in the middle of the night and play another game tomorrow. Would you like to see baseball, the players and the owners, come together and find a way to have more consistent day game getaways?
Oh, I got a lot of ideas for the PA and Rob, but I better shut my mouth up because then I'll get in trouble. But yeah, day games not only for the player, I think, man, for the fans. Day games are great. 7-inning doubleheaders are better.
Get the kids out here. Last one, you go back a ways with Jose Barrios. He's seen your club so many times. Obviously, it's a different lineup. He's walking more guys this year. He can either be Cy Young or he can be erratic. What's the key to sort of getting under his skin?
He's been Cy Young against us the last few years, and we talk about it today. You have to be precise. You have to be precise. You got to be stubborn in the strike zone. You have to do that. You cannot try to play the home run game against him because then you're going to end up rolling over. So we talk about it. We challenge each other, right? We challenge the group to be stubborn today, to be precise, and hopefully today is the day that we get him.
We appreciate it. Thanks, Alex.
Thank you, Will.
Alex Cora with Will Fleming, and you can watch Red Sox pregame on Twitch. Just follow WEEI. A little love goes a long way in the 2025 Subaru Forester Hybrid. Learn more at SubaruofNewEngland.com. I'm Christian Arcan. This is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Lots still to get to, including we'll take our trip around the majors. We'll get the starting lineups, and we'll get our lock of the night, which hit last night. Joe Braverman, the Red Sox didn't after the 6th inning anyway, but the lock of the game sure did. And I got a winner tonight for you, as there is one guy on the Red Sox lineup tonight who has fantastic numbers against Jose Barrios. So I'll give you my picks and all of that coming up in the final segment here of the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. I'm Christian Arcan. We'll be right back.
Hey, Rhode Island. Keep it real with the Ballybet Casino app. You can play with real dealers plus win real cash. It's got hundreds of slots you can play on your phone when you're out on the go or hanging at home. Just download the app. If you're 21, tap the Ballybet tile and fire up the fun. Play blackjack, baccarat, even roulette. Real dealers, real money, real fun. Ballybet. Must be 21 plus, Rhode Island only. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-9-GAMBLE. Ballybet Casino. Download it.
There are 2 types of golfers, those that can hit solid golf shots wearing sunglasses and those that wish they could. Shaden Precision Eyewear is all about better vision and better golf. If you're lacking confidence to wear sunglasses while hitting golf shots, go to seebetterplaybetter.com and learn why so many tour players and their caddies have switched to the Shaden brand. Use the code SPRING to get 20% off and a 30-day money-back guarantee. That's seebetterplaybetter.com and the code SPRING to see the golf course like you've never seen it before.
You could keep daydreaming about McDonald's, or you could order McDelivery and be eating McDonald's. Some things are that easy. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
At participating McDonald's, delivery prices may be higher than at restaurants. Try Hulu with ads for only $9.99 a month after a free month trial to stream action, romance, reality. Just see for yourself at hulu.com/start. New and returning subscribers only after free trial ends. Plan auto renews at $9.99 a month. Less cancel. Terms apply.
Unparalleled performance, innovative technology, premium aesthetics. TimberTech Decking at Riverhead Building Supply brings you all that and more. TimberTech endures year after year without fading, staining, or rotting. Learn more at rbscorp.com.
Every morning brings a fresh, new energy.
This is Today with
And no matter what the day holds, we come to the Today Show for all of it.
When things are tough, we talk about it. When there's something to figure out, we dig into it. And when there's joy, we celebrate it.
Because today is where it's all happening. We get the best start to every morning because we start it together.
Watch the Today Show with Savannah Guthrie and Craig Melvin, weekdays at 7 a.m. on NBC.
With all the money you can save on gas when you use the Club Citgo Rewards app, you're good to go. But good to go where? Good to go fly first class?
Hot towel?
Cool. Good to go to the opera? Good to sit ringside at a boxing match? Good to go salsa dancing? Tap dancing? Or polka dancing? Download Citgo's money-saving Club Citgo app today. The easiest way to save money on fuel. Now you're good to go.
If you're in the market for Michelin tires, get to Town Fair Tire and get them at the guaranteed lowest price. With Michelin's innovative technologies designed for durability and performance, you can trust you're getting the highest quality tires over all the toughest of road conditions. Plus, at Town Fair, you get free services for life. So if you're looking for the best deal on Michelin tires, get to Town Fair because nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Arbella Insurance has been doing business in the New England community for over 35 years. They're your friends, your neighbors, and fellow Boston fans. They do the wave at the ballpark together and get stuck in the same Storrow Drive traffic. At Arbella, being your neighbor helps them provide you with the coverage you need to drive, live, or run a business in this part of the country we call home. Arbella, here for Boston fans, here for good.
Red Sox Review after the game on 93.7 WEEI.
Welcome back to the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. I'm Christian Arcan. Red Sox and the Blue Jays, rubber match of this 3-game set as the Red Sox hoping to score a win in this series. And it's now time for the Herb Chambers starting lineups. At Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars, we help people buy them for the Red Sox. Leading off in center field, more on that in a second, is Jarren Duran. He'll be followed by Rafael Devers, the DH. Alex Bregman, who has homered in two of his last games, I should say, is at third base, and he will bat third. Wilyer Abreu moved up into the cleanup spot. He will play right field. Trevor Story moves down a spot to the 5-hole and shortstop. Tristan Cassis will play first base and bat sixth. Batting seventh tonight is Rob Refsnyder, who will play left field. Initially, this was going to be Christian Campbell. Campbell was a late scratch. More on that in just a moment. David Hamilton will bat eighth and play second. Carlos Narvaez, who homered last night, will bat ninth and do the catching for the starter, Tanner Houck. For the Blue Jays, Bo Bichette will lead off and play short. He'll be followed by Vlad Guerrero at first base. Anthony Santander, who had that big home run, will DH and bat third. Dalton Varsho, who also had a big home run, will bat cleanup. He'll be followed by Alejandro Kirk, who homered and had the walk-off single last night, the big hero for them. Addison Barger will play third base and bat sixth, followed by Alan Roden in left field. Ernie Clement, still the only Ernie in the major leagues, will play second base and bat eighth, and the number 9 hitter is Nathan Lukes in right field behind Jose Barrios, the starter for the Blue Jays. Now, Christian Campbell initially was penciled in to be the starting center fielder with David Hamilton at second base, and he was a late scratch with right rib discomfort. We don't know much else other than that. Jarren Duran moved from left field to center field. Rob Snyder, who was not in the initial lineup, is going to play left field and take over the 7th spot in the batting order. And that's a shame because Campbell has been absolutely outstanding through 1 month and change here with this team, batting .301, a .407 on base percentage, slugging .495. I mean, he's been tremendous. Much better than I think anyone was really expecting, even people who were really high on him. He's really defied expectations. So hopefully whatever this is, right rib discomfort is what it's being called, and hopefully it's just that, discomfort, and not anything serious. Also, this was in the news today, and Alex Cora addressed it. You heard him talking about it there with Will Fleming earlier on, and that is Walker Buehler, who was sent back to Boston to get some tests, I guess, undergoing testing on his shoulder. as he's dealing with shoulder soreness. Cora said that we're working through a few things, but that he's not super worried about it. He said he hasn't bounced back the way we wanted, so we have to wait, and they're going to wait and see before deciding if he needs a stint on the IL. So far, it's just testing, but it is unfortunate because much like Christian Campbell, Walker Buehler has been dynamite for this team. Really, he's been great. He earned the win against Cleveland. It was the second game of the doubleheader this past Saturday. He's been tremendous so far, and it would be a shame to lose him out of the rotation. The only thing that you feel okay about is the fact that you're getting guys like Brian Bayo back. He's going to make the start instead of Buehler tomorrow. And on top of that, you have Fitz, you got Dobbins, you got other guys, depth at the starting position. So it's not the end of the world. Cutter Crawford expected to be back soon, and well, not soon, but he is on the road to recovery. So there are reasons you can feel okay about this. I guess with Crawford, it's not going to be until June that we see him if we do. But the Red Sox do have some depth at starting pitcher, and that's a good thing to remember here. But yeah, Buehler sent back to Boston, and Bayo will start tomorrow. Buehler will have testing done, and we'll certainly give you that information as we hear it once we know more. All right, and let's take a look around the major leagues with Subaru scoreboard update. A little love goes a long way in the 2025 Subaru Forester Hybrid. Learn more at SubaruofNewEngland.com. A lot of finals already, as this is a getaway day. We'll go ahead and start with the A's, who scored a 3-0 win over the Rangers. An RBI single for Miguel Andujar in that one. The Chicago White Sox, don't get to say this very often, pounded the Brewers today. 8-0 your final score. Luis Robert with a 3-run double for the White Sox, who improved too. You ready for this? 8-23 on the season. The Guardians, a 4-3 win over the Twins in 10 innings. The Twins, who the Red Sox will see starting tomorrow at Fenway Park. The Royals scored an 8-2 win over the Tampa Bay Rays. Rays fall to 14-17 with the loss. The Diamondbacks, 4-2 winners over the Mets. The Mets got a pair of solo home runs from Juan Soto. Didn't matter, though. The Cincinnati Reds got a 2-run shot from Jose Trevino. They beat the Cardinals by a final score of 9-1. In Pittsburgh, the Cubs had 3 home runs in the 5th inning. They beat the Pirates by a score of 8-3. There is one game in progress right now. That's the Nationals and the Phillies. They're just underway. It's the top of the 1st inning in Philadelphia, and they are so far scoreless. Other games to tell you about coming up later tonight. The Detroit Tigers visiting the Angels. Casey Mize and Yusei Kikuchi are your starters there. The Colorado Rockies, who finally snapped their long losing skid, will head to San Francisco to open up a series with the Giants. They'll get started at 9:45. Kyle Freeland and Justin Verlander are your scheduled starters there. And now it's time for the lock of the game, presented by Interlock Metal Roofing. Visit them online at newenglandmetalroofing.com and never re-roof again. I said last night that I thought it was stealing money to hit over 4.5 runs with the Red Sox. And for a while there, they scored 4 very early on. And then it wasn't until Narvaez hit the home run there in the 6th inning that they actually break it. And a good thing he did, because the bats really didn't do much after that. And that's unfortunately why they lost the game. But they did hit the over. They hit over 4.5, which means that a new streak is born here. And I'm feeling pretty good about tonight. You ready for this? Jarren Duran, in his career against Jose Barrios, you ready? 9 of 18. For you math majors out there, that is a 500 batting average with 3 home runs and 5 RBI. And right now, you can get over 1.5 total bases for Duran at -116, which is what I last saw on FanDuel. So I'm going to go ahead and take that. And also, for some reason, and I don't know why, I just call this an old Arcan hunch and act accordingly based on my record here. I think Rafael Devers drives in a run tonight. So I'm going to go with Devers over a half RBI and Jarren Duran over 1.5 total bases. That's going to be my little parlay. You can fade it. You can follow it. You can do it not as a parlay. Just do one or the other. Whatever you want to do is fine with me. It's certainly fine. If you tailed me last night, then you won. I can't promise we're going to win any of these. And if you know already, it was a tough month for the Red Sox, 17-15. I think we all hope for the better. It was a tough month for me with my picks, too. Joe Braverman certainly knows back there. It's been a tough one. But either way, that's what I'm going with. Duran owns Barrios, and Devers, I feel like, is just hot right now. So that's who I'm going with, and that's that. All right, I'm Christian Arcan. This has been the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Do not go anywhere. We got Will Fleming. We got Cooper Boardman. We got the first pitch coming your way at 7:07. That's next, right here on the Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
You've been listening to the Mass Mutual pregame show. Mass Mutual, insurance, planning, investments. The Red Sox are coming up next on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
At Enterprise, we know you're constantly on the move. Getting this?
Thanks, Mom.
Fixing that. You reach a destination. And then it's on to the next. And when life is moving at the speed of, well, life, Enterprise is right there with you. Around the corner and around the globe. We'll keep you moving forward. Enterprise. For lives in drive.
Hey, Rhode Island. Keep it real with the Ballybet Casino app. You can play with real dealers plus win real cash. It's got hundreds of slots you can play on your phone when you're out on the go or hanging at home. Just download the app. If you're 21, tap the Ballybet tile and fire up the fun. Play blackjack, baccarat, even roulette. Real dealers, real money, real fun. Ballybet. Must be 21 plus, Rhode Island only. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-9-GAMBLE. Ballybet Casino. Download it.
Rarely does a product come to the game of professional golf that is so quickly embraced by the pros. Shade-In Precision Eyewear is that product. Go to seebetterplaybetter.com and find out why Shade-In sunglasses are trusted by tour players and their caddies. Shade-In is so confident in their product, they're offering a 30-day money-back guarantee. Go to seebetterplaybetter.com and use the code SPRING to receive 20% off your order. That's seebetterplaybetter.com and the code SPRING to experience golf's finest eyewear.
Try Hulu with ads for only $9.99 a month after a free month trial to stream action, romance, reality. Just see for yourself at hulu.com/start. New and returning subscribers only after free trial ends. Plan auto renews at $9.99 a month. Less canceled terms apply.
That's the sound of James adding long-lasting Gain scent boosters to his laundry this morning. Several hours later, James sniffs the irresistible scent of Gain on his shirt. Gain. Several hours later, James has even caught the attention of his mother-in-law, and she never gives him attention.
Ooh, you smell amazing, James.
Oh, thanks, Mom. I love you too.
I never said that.
Add Gain scent boosters to your laundry. Add joy to your day.
You know what's better than a limited time deal? An unlimited time deal. That's why the Wendy's $5 Biggie Bag with a Junior Bacon Cheeseburger, 4-piece nugs, Junior Hot and Crispy Fries, and small soft drink is available all the time. Because the best time for fresh, never frozen beef and Applewood smoked bacon is all the time. Duh. I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot. For the best deal of all time, gotta be Wendy's.
Unlimited time does not mean forever. U.S. price and participation may vary. Prices may be higher in Alaska, Hawaii, and California via third-party delivery. Fresh beef available in the contiguous U.S., Alaska, and Canada.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
This Military Appreciation Month, Verizon thought of a lot of different ways we could show our appreciation, like rolling out the red carpet or giving you your own personal marching band. But we decided on special military offers instead. This month only, we're giving military and veteran families a $200 Verizon gift card on us when you purchase a new smartphone on My Plan, because we're proud to serve you. Visit your local Verizon store to learn more. $200 Verizon gift card requires smartphone purchase $799.99 or more with new line on eligible plan. Gift card sent within 8 weeks after receipt of claim. Additional terms apply.
You're listening to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Now, back to the play-by-play action. From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app. This is... Red Sox baseball.
Can you believe it?
On the the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
And the left field, adios.
Sale winds, he fires. Swing and a miss, strike three, it's over.
And the Red Sox win on a wall double by Devers.
Jump on his back, fellas, the Red Sox win.
The Red Sox on WEEI are brought to you by Shaws and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network. Subaru of New England. Find your authorized Subaru retailer at SubaruofNewEngland.com.
And Hideo Novo's pitched a no-hitter.
Mass Mutual, insurance, planning, investments. Nissan. At Nissan, we make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself today. Shop NissanUSA.com.
And that ball is gone into the front row of the monster seats.
Drains by James. Eastern Mass's choice for drain cleaning and pipelining. Arbella. Here for good.
Devers is homered in 5 straight.
Buy Cars for Kids. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today. Ford Trucks. Official truck of the Boston Red Sox.
Strike three, a no-hitter. 23-year-old Clay Buchholz has no-hit the Baltimore Orioles.
Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Sponsored by Town Fair Tire. For the best prices on tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Duran will score.
Dig Safe. Click digsafe.com or call 811 before you dig. Cape Cod Lumber. Find the lumber for your next project. cclco.com.
Way back. Grand slam.
Citgo. Club Citgo can save you money every day. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. 110 Grill. Gluten-free dining done right. C&S Wholesale Grocers.
It's gone. Into the bullpen.
Brought to you by FindMassMoney.gov. The Department of Veteran Affairs. Hackman Wealth Partners. Boston's premier retirement planning specialist. Herb Chambers. At Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars, we help people buy them. Interlock Metal Roofing. Visit NewEnglandMetalRoofing.com. Never re-roof again.
Swing and a miss. He got him. Battle won by House.
McFarland Energy, the region's most dependable provider of home heating oil delivery, as well as expert HVAC services at McFarlandEnergy.com. Northern Bank, your partner for growth.
Here's the throw. Roberts dives, and he is safe.
And by Verizon Wireless, the network Boston relies on.
Goodbye, Christian Campbell.
Now, with all the play-by-play action, here's Will Fleming and Cooper Boardman.
From the Rogers Center in Toronto, it is Game 3 of a 3-game series between the Boston Red Sox and Toronto Blue Jays. Sox won Game 1. Toronto came back with a Game 2 victory last night. And Tanner Houck toes the rubber for the Red Sox opposite Jose Barrios in the rubber match on this Thursday night. Cooper Boardman here with you. Will Fleming along in just a moment. Joe Braverman back inside the flagship. The Red Sox now 17-15 after what was by far the most gut-wrenching loss of the season last night. They turn to Houck, who comes off 5 innings of 4-run ball over the weekend in Cleveland to get them a victory. Much to do, we will do it, but now it's time for tonight's national anthem, brought to you by BuildSubmarines.com, where you'll find stable, sustaining, skilled trades careers, helping bring the next generation of U.S. Navy submarines to life. We build giants because it takes one to build one.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of
Jennifer Stripe on both the national anthem and O Canada from the Rogers Center on this Thursday night as we get set for the Red Sox and Toronto Blue Jays. Will Fleming in just a sec. Cooper Boardman here with you as the Red Sox try to win the series on the road against the Blue Jays. Tanner Houck on the mound facing Toronto's Jose Barrios. Let's get you the Morgan & Morgan starting lineups brought to you by America's largest injury law firm. For the Blue Jays at home tonight, Bo Bichette leads off once again. He's the shortstop after 2 hits last night. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. homered on Tuesday night. He bats second and plays first base. And then the man who had the big swing last night, Anthony Santander, 3-run home run that tied the game in the 7th inning. He is the designated hitter. Batting cleanup, Dalton Varsho, who hit the first of 3 home runs for the Blue Jays. He's the center fielder. Then the man who homered and walked it off, Alejandro Kirk, the catcher. He bats 5th. Batting 6th, the third baseman, Addison Barger. Batting 7th, the left fielder, Alan Rodin. Ernie Clement bats 8th and plays 2nd. And Nathan Lucas, one of those many young Blue Jays, batting 9th and playing right field with Barrios on the mound. For the Red Sox, this 9 after 6 runs last night. All 6 of those runs came the first few innings of the ballgame, led by Jarren Duran, who was on 3 times and delivered an RBI single. He leads off and plays center. Raffy had 2 doubles last night. He has 10 doubles. It's May 1st. He bats 2nd and is the designated hitter. Then Alex Bregman, the third baseman, he bats 3rd. Homered again last night, his 7th of the season. Wilyer Abreu on 3 more times in the game yesterday. Bats cleanup tonight in place of Trevor Story, who'd been the cleanup man since Saturday. Wilyer batting 4th and playing right field. Then Story in the 5 spot, the shortstop, after an 0-for-5 night last night. Tristan Casas bats 6th and plays first base. Rob Refsnyder hits 7th and plays left. He was a late entry into the lineup. Christian Campbell was in the original lineup, but rib discomfort forced him out, so Refsnyder straight in there in the 7th spot and plays left field. David Hamilton gets his weekly start, the second baseman batting 8th, and Carlos Narvaez does the catching and bats 9th for the Red Sox and Tanner Houck. Blue Jays are taking the field in their defensive alignment, brought to you by the Baldwin Group, Insurance, Employee Benefits, and Wealth Management. If you can dream it, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group, protecting the possible. Blue Jays wearing the baby blues, one of the best uniforms in baseball. No editorializing there. Light blue tops and light blue bottoms. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. at first base with the bright red arm sleeve. Ernie Clement plays 2nd. Addison Barger at 3rd. Bo Bichette's the shortstop. Alan Rodin in left. Dalton Varsho in center. Nathan Lucas in right, with Alejandro Kirk behind the plate. Tonight's Speed Report is brought to you by Verizon. Get to your local Verizon store today to check out the latest deals. Aroldis Chapman the other day threw the fastest pitch in baseball this season at 103. He entered a few more last night into the top 10, including a 101-mile-per-hour fastball to strike out Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That brought us to extra innings. 2 guys were standing in their respective parts of the Coliseum smiling at each other after he got the swing and miss. So there's your Speed Report, courtesy of Aroldis Chapman. Red Sox injury report, and it's not a good one today, brought to you by Ketchus Law Group, champions for the injured, with more than $3 billion recovered for New Englanders. That was the big news pregame. Walker Buehler is on his way back to Boston tonight as we speak to get further testing on what is a sore shoulder. Didn't bounce back the way he wanted to after his last start, and Christian Campbell scratched from the lineup again with rib discomfort. That said, we're going to play some baseball tonight. The Red Sox have a chance to win the series 3-2 on the road trip. You're either going to be 3-3 or 4-2 when we finish this off later on tonight. Jarren Duran in the road grays is in the left-handed box. Jose Barrios wearing the blues on the mound. For the play-by-play, the voice of the Red Sox, Will Fleming.
Hey, so great to be with you again, Cooper. Jarren Duran is on absolute fire. The pitch from Barrios is grounded on the left side, and it's into the hole. Bichette backhands. He's got no play. Duran has owned Jose Barrios. He's homered. He's slugged against him. It's a leadoff infield hit. Jarren came in 9 for 18 against Barrios, who's facing the Red Sox for the 17th time. He was brilliant a couple weeks ago at Fenway Park. He's walked a lot more hitters this year. The 30-year-old who's just been a picture of durability for the Blue Jays. Here now, Rafi Devers. Speaking of hot, left-handed hitter, Duran's got a big lead over at first. The pitch to Rafi is a strike. No, called a ball, a little bit outside. The home plate umpire is Eric Bacchus. Brian Honora, the crew chief at first. Mike Estabrook at second, and Derek Thomas is at third. And something must be going on with Rafi's bat. He needs a little extra bone and spray to get some stickum on the handle. So he uses his time. He is in his element right now. Rafi's in one of those stretches where everything's coming easy to him. 8 for his last 22. He's walked a ton in that stretch 3 times and been hit by a pitch. 1-0. The pitch is a little outside. Alex Cora told me before the game the message was simple to these hitters. You cannot try to go deep against Barrios. You got to bring him in the zone. He will nibble. If you expand, you're going to roll over. Devers has not done much of that lately. He's been mashing. 2-0. Duran leaning, not going the pitch. Swinging a soft foul on the first base side. Back behind Alex Bregman. And it's 2-1. 17th time he's faced the Red Sox. 7 one-run innings back at Fenway Park in the season's second week. And they throw to first, and Duran is lucky that throw bounced in. He was leaning a little bit. The Red Sox got picked off twice at first base last night. There's something going on there. But Jaron, like a cat, back into the bag, and it's 2-1. Yet again, sort of a smallish crowd at the Rogers Center. 2-1. The pitch. Rafi takes a strike on the inside corner. Didn't have to be. Fastball at 94. Rafi shaking his head no. And it's 2-2. This year, 1-1 with a 4.24 ERA. Really good against the Yankees in his last start was Barrios. Outfield extraordinarily deep for Rafi. 2-2 the pitch. Swinging a shot foul on the third base side. It's a broken record, but he's feeling it at the plate. It stays 2-2.
And it does feel like, and I know, Barrios was good against the Sox at Fenway. He was good against the Yankees the other day. But it does feel like with the number of home runs that he gives up when it's going wrong for him and the way this lineup is.
2-2 is pop foul again on the third base side.
It just feels like this can be the right kind of guy to see. And the other thing, too, is this offense is different right now than it was the last time they saw him.
And that way it is kind of a good measuring stick. Bregman is out on deck. Duran, the leadoff man, is aboard. 2-2 to Devers. The pitch is strike 3 called. Rafi knew it. What is he looking for there? That's a fastball center cut. And he is rung up. One down for Bregman.
Sinker right down the middle from a guy who doesn't K a ton. 7 per 9. You said it. Walks are up. 4 per 9. Sinkers, 4-seamers, slurves, changes, and cutters from Barrios.
Now he'll throw the kitchen sink at you. Chicken sink, too. Duran still leading at first. I still got the Vindaloo chicken from Media Dining on my mind. As Duran runs, Bregman takes the throw. Is not going to be in time. Head first slide for Duran. His 11th steal. And right away, he's in scoring position for Bregman.
He was testing those waters a couple times during the Devers at bat, stuttered a couple of times, and then ultimately went back, especially on that last fastball. This was the jump. This was the timing. Barrios varied absolutely nothing. And this is the thing. The Red Sox have doubled and slugged early in games. Well, Jarren Duran can turn his single into a double immediately. Now you got a man in scoring position for the best man on earth.
So Duran has been on base in 17 straight. Bregman a 10-game hitting streak. The 1-0 is a little low. He's homered in both games in this series as Bregman. And he's ahead of Barrios 2-0. He too is laughing with either the catcher Alejandro Kirk or the home plate umpire Eric Bacchus. Bregman 328, 7 homers and 24 driven in. It's a remarkable start to the season. Most extra base hits in the American League. 18 of those. 2-0 is outside. Good take. Slurve, and it's 3-0. Got Wilyer Abreu on deck. This is where it gets interesting for Bregman. He's such a patient hitter, but he may try to keyhole something right here. 3-0. Here's the pitch, and it is a strike on the outside corner. That's right where Barrios wanted to throw it. 30 years old, Barrios, of course, broke in with the Minnesota Twins, and has just been a model of consistency, durability. 4 straight years with 32 or more starts. Hitters count for Bregman with Duran at second. Pitch, swinging a foul on the first base side, now to play. They got started. 7:08 p.m., 68 degrees, climate controlled underneath the roof of the Rogers Center. Time and temp brought to you by Hatfield Marinated Pork. Elevate your grilling game with Hatfield Marinated Pork. Jaron dancing around at second. 3-2. Here's the pitch, and it is swung on and missed. He got him. Fastball up and in at 94 miles an hour. So after the leadoff single, a couple strikeouts of the Red Sox best sluggers. And with 2 down, now it's to Wilyer Abreu.
Not dissimilar to the sequence that Jeff Hoffman threw to Bregman last night. Finished him off up top. Now, it was a couple of backup high sliders last night, but that's the high sinker. That's the thing. He'll throw the sinker, but he throws it all over the zone.
Here's the red-hot Wilyer. The pitch to him is drilled high and deep into center field. Varsho at the track, at the wall. He leaps and makes the play. Incredible. He just took extra bases and a run away from Wilyer Abreu. Man, as he had a series. Red Sox leave a man in scoring position, scorched by Wilyer. We go to the bottom of the first. Tanner Houck on the mound, scoreless in the Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Rarely does a product come to the game of professional golf that is so quickly embraced by the pros. Shaden Precision Eyewear is that product. Go to seebetterplaybetter.com and find out why Shaden sunglasses are trusted by tour players and their caddies. Shaden is so confident in their product, they're offering a 30-day money-back guarantee. Go to seebetterplaybetter.com and use the code SPRING to receive 20% off your order. That's seebetterplaybetter.com and the code SPRING to experience golf's finest eyewear.
Every morning brings a fresh, new energy. And no matter what the day holds, we come to the Today Show for all of it.
We get the best start to the day because we started together.
Watch the Today Show weekdays at 7 a.m. on NBC.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate your car today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car, running or not, can be picked up as soon as the next day. You'll get a maximum tax deduction and a vacation voucher.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Tanner Houck's first pitch to Bo Bichette is swung on and fouled off on the first base side. A free swinging Bichette is quickly behind 0-1. He's had a good series. No power, but 4 base hits. Tanner made an adjustment after the first inning against the Cleveland Guardians. Threw many more fastballs, found some success, making his 7th start. He's 0-2 with a 7.58 ERA. Here's the 0-1, and it is fouled again on the first base side. Another sinker, and it's 0-2. Tanner roughed up so heavily, started in Tampa Bay, that really inflated the baseball card numbers. And he gave up the 4 runs in the bottom of the first after Abreu had hit the 3-run homer last time in Cleveland. Then settled in. The 0-2 fouled off first base side. And it seems to me even more important that Tanner figures it out with the news today on Walker Buehler. He's headed back to Boston. He's there already for some imaging and testing. His shoulder, as they say, just not responding after his last start. What a loss that would be. The 0-2 way outside sweeper. That had more horizontal break from Tanner. Pretty easy take in the end from Bichette. So it's 1-2. Bichette against Tanner, 3 for 10. Struck out 3 times and walked a couple. He shakes off Carlos Narvaez. 1-2. Ground ball on the left side. Good sign. He went to the sinker, and it's bounced to Bregman. Throw to first in time. And there's one away.
Those 4 innings you're talking about against Cleveland, where he threw the sinker again and again and again, and it might be the best 4 innings he's thrown all year. It's interesting tonight. Toronto's one of the best sinker-hitting teams in baseball. For an offense, it's not very good. They struggle against the sweeper, but you still think that that's a pitch he's going to have to throw a lot of.
Classic strength on strength. Here's Vladdy Guerrero. Takes a sinking fastball inside for ball 1. Tanner has owned the Blue Jays in his career. 8 starts, a 3.09 ERA, and last year beat him 4 times. 1-0 to Vladdy. Inside. Fastball that missed, and it's 2-0. The Arbella Insurance Foundation is dedicated to striking out cancer by supporting the Jimmy Fund. Every strikeout from a Sox pitcher during the season, Arbella donates $50 to the Jimmy Fund. 2-0. That's swung on and missed. He's got a good heater tonight. 97 from Houck right there. A little giddy up, and it's 2-1.
He went 96, 97 back-to-back. I also think, too, like, he had such a good year last year. He's a guy who believes so much in himself.
2-1. Chopper foul outside of third.
There's probably an element of just kind of like, to heck with it here. Like, let's go. Let's throw your best stuff. Let's throw hard, and let's see what happens.
Well, he is the ultimate competitor. He looks up for it tonight. Great body language. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a foul, and that took a bite out of Narvaez. It bounced in the dirt, and I think caught him in a rough spot. Carlos is doubled over, and it did. The best defensive catcher in the big leagues is going to walk that one off a little bit. First inning has been a huge problem for Tanner. Opponents hitting .483 in 6 first innings. They've scored 9 runs. And the Red Sox, who last year won almost every time he took the mound, this year have lost 5 of his 6 starts. Rubber match in Toronto. I don't envy Carlos Narvaez right now. He's trying to take some deep breaths. The 2-2 is just low. Great location on a 97-mile-an-hour sinker, and it's 3-2 to Vladdy.
The last look we got of Narvaez on the screen was this look on his face like, all right, here we go.
No thanks. Here's the 3-2. Fouled, and it almost got him again. It did. Are you kidding me? I think this time on the inside of his left thigh, and Narvaez is a magnet right now. I mean, it can happen when you catch a heavy sinker baller. Ouch. And he's laughing as best he can with Eric Bacchus. That at least did get him on the underside of the leg. Not a few inches further south. 3-2 to Vladdy. The pitch is strike 3 called. Beautiful sweeper, and Houck looks great. They're 2 away.
Well, you think about the volume of pitches he just had to execute. He had to throw 8 to Vladdy, guy who's going to fight everything off. And he finished him with a lovely sweeper. Outer half, little bite down towards the outside corner. Pitch that Vladdy was not expecting.
Had his best start of the year against the Jays, did Houck. The pitch to Santander, who hit the big game-tying homer last night, is a fastball. 4 strike 1. This is more like it for Houck.
This looks totally different. You're right.
Santander 5 for 17 against Tanner. The 0-1. Check swing. Did he go? No. Says the third base umpire Derek Thomas. April 9th, Tanner 6 2/3. Very good innings against the Jays. A 1-1. Popped up. Left side of the infield, drifting foul. Bregman a long run over in front of the Jays bullpen. He's there on the warning track to make the play. Beautifully done by Tanner Houck. In the first, scoreless after 1. In Toronto, Story, Casas, and Ref Snyder. After this, on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Arbella Insurance has been doing business in the New England community for over 35 years. They're your friends, your neighbors, and fellow Boston fans. They do the wave at the ballpark together and get stuck in the same Sturo Drive traffic. At Arbella, being your neighbor helps them provide you with the coverage you need to drive, live, or run a business in this part of the country we call home. Arbella, here for Boston fans, here for good.
During this call to the bullpen, your New England Ford dealers remind you that this is the perfect time to check out all their great Ford truck offers at buyfordnow.com. You'll find special deals on Ford F-150, built Ford tough and smarter than ever. The legendary Super Duty, our most capable heavy-duty pickup, and the turbocharged Ranger, ready for your next adventure. Visit buyfordnow.com and see why now's the time to buy or lease your new Ford truck.
Now back to number one fan, the search for the top Sox diehard.
I have a tattoo of every Sox logo since 1908. Want to see?
I know every batter's walk-up song.
My husband proposed, and then a foul ball broke my nose. It was perfect.
Sound familiar? Enter MassMutual's Grand Slam giveaway for a shot at tickets and signed gear. For rules and entry, visit massmutual.com/Red Sox. No purchase necessary. 50 U.S. and D.C. 18 plus ends 5 p.m. Eastern on 9/30. Grand prize entry period through 7/31/2025.
The Greg Hill Show. Weekdays, 5:30 to 10.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Trevor Story to lead it off against Jose Barrios. Trevor, after a brilliant 3-week stretch, has really cooled off at the plate. The pitch to him is fouled. Down the first base side now to play. He's 2 for his last 34 is Trevor. A lot of swing and miss. In his career against Barrios, 1 for 8 with a couple punch-outs. Average down to 260. On base at 305. The pitch inside. Good take. Sinking fastball, and it's 1-1. Sox had the leadoff man aboard in the first. Did not score Duran. Big strikeouts of Devers and Bregman by this man, Jose Barrios. Native of Bayamon, Puerto Rico. The 1-1. That's outside. Good take. Sinker, and it's 2-1. The 99-cent sale is back. Pick up participating items at Shaw's and Star Market for 99 cents each, or by the pound. Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network. 2-1. Pitch. Chopper softly hit. If Barrios can't get it, it's going to be a hit. Pichette, bare hands, throws to first. Not in time. That just slipped by the pitcher. Barrios, who grew up a shortstop, is a fabulous athlete. Once it skirted by his outstretched glove, Bichette very nearly made it close, but Trevor's got an infield hit.
Yeah, it is hands and fists like the Arthur meme after he didn't make the play there. He got up. He thought he should have been there.
Can't say I'm that familiar with the Arthur meme, but here comes Tristan Casas.
You got to get on my part of the internet, Will.
I don't know whether it's the dark web or what. Here's Tristan Casas.
No comment.
2 for 11 against Barrios, scuffling at the plate. He takes a fastball in the inside corner. There were some embers of hope for Tristan the last couple days in Cleveland and here to begin in Toronto, but overall, Tristan 16 for his last 77. 0-1. Trevor at first. He might be thinking about it. Pitch is a strike. That right there is at the extreme top of the zone. But for a tall hitter like Casas, this is the essential question for him. He is so invested in swinging at only strikes by his definition. And so often there are pitches like that and cutters that are on the outside corner that he could hammer if he just pulled the trigger. Now he's in an 0-2 hole. Ref Snyder's out on deck. Story dancing away at first. No score in the second. He runs, does Trevor. The pitch is ripped on the ground, and it is stopped by the third baseman, Barger. He throws to first in time to get Casas. Unlucky there for Tristan. An opposite way ground ball. Nice diving stop by Addison Barger. Story easily into second base, and with one out, here comes Ref Snyder.
I do love the idea of putting Story in motion there, and that's the thing about Story. You might think about dropping him in the order or something like that. I mean, when he gets on base, he starts it moving for guys that all year long are driving guys in like Ref.
So for the second straight inning, the Red Sox have a runner in scoring position. Here is Rob. Pitch is a strike on the inside corner. He's 0 for 5. against Barrios, and he is the 7th batter, brought to you by Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers, Boston's go-to injury attorney for over 30 years. You've been hurt in a car or work accident, get Glassman. All 7s after 6-1-7. 0-1. Pitch. Rob takes a ball outside. He was not in the lineup until about 6 o'clock when Christian Campbell was scratched with rib discomfort. Rob has only had 7 at-bats. Runners in scoring position this year. 1-1, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Good changeup. That could be a weapon for Barrios. And it is 1-2. Overall, a pretty remarkable start for Refsnyder, given that he so rarely sees the field. 1-2, pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. That was a great change. And Refsnyder's gone.
Whenever you watch Jose Barrios pitch, it's Jekyll or it's Hyde, right? We have a good Barrios tonight. Sliders away, changeups diving down back into the right-hand hitter. That was a good one right below the knees, and Refsnyder was way out front.
And here now, David Hamilton, who, speaking of fighting for playing time, is in there tonight. Just 2 for 30 to start the year. Pitch to him is a strike. Alex Cora told him simply, be yourself. Don't try to ease in. He's an electrifying player. He has power and speed. Homered in his last start in Cleveland. 0-1. 2 down, a runner at second. Here's the pitch. And it's low. He checked his swing, did Hamilton. And it is 1-1.
When he's at his best, too, that's what it looks like. Like he's in that Christian Campbell mold where it's go, 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 and then doesn't commit last second.
Story at second with 2 down. No score in the top of the second. 1-1. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Foul tip into the mitt. And it is a ball and 2 strikes. Hamilton actually hit that homer in the start in Tampa. Absolutely rocketed out of the ballpark. In a 1-2 hole here, though, against Barrios. Pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. He's got the great changeup tonight, does Barrios. 4 strikeouts through 2. And after an inning and a half, no score. Sox and Jays in the Shaws and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Every morning brings a fresh, new energy.
This is Today with
And no matter what the day holds, we come to the Today Show for all of it.
When things are tough, we talk about it. When there's something to figure out, we dig into it. And when there's joy, we celebrate it.
Because today is where it's all happening. We get the best start to every morning because we start it together.
Watch the Today Show with Savannah Guthrie and Craig Melvin, weekdays at 7 a.m. on NBC.
A new baseball season means it's time for a fresh start, on and off the field. Step up your smile game this spring with Tend, the official dental care partner of the Boston Red Sox. From routine cleanings to premium whitening and orthodontics, Tend takes care of all your smile needs. Visit our soothing modern studios, conveniently located throughout Boston. Experience dental designed around you. Go to hellotend.com/Red Sox. That's hellotend.com/Red Sox to learn more.
The 99-cent sale is back. Pick up participating items at Shaw's and Star Market for just 99 cents each or by the pound. Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network.
Gold is hitting record highs, and smart Americans are taking action. They turn to the top-rated precious metals company, Goldco, who has placed over $3 billion in gold and silver. So, call Goldco now at 855-GOLD-IRA to claim your free 2025 gold and silver kit and find out how you too can help protect your savings with gold and silver. Plus, if you qualify, you could get unlimited bonus silver, tax and penalty free. Don't miss out. Call 855-GOLD-IRA. That's 855-GOLD-IRA.
Hey, it's Tanner Houck. This is the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
Tanner Houck, who was awesome in the first, is back on for the second. You'll see Dalton Varsho, one of the heroes last night for the Jays. Left-handed hitter. Scoreless in the bottom of the second. Trevor Story, the shortstop, almost back of the second base bag with Bregman in at third as a fastball. This is up and in for ball 1. Varsho 286 with a homer and 2 driven in. Homer was right here last night, and he might have just done it again. There's a high fly ball into right field, but it will hang up just in front of the dirt on the warning track, a little off the end of the bat, and Abreu makes the play.
You have to be nothing but happy about A, the way Tanner Houck is using his sinker, and B, how hard his sinker is. He's sitting 95.6 to start the night, a full mile per hour above his season average.
Well, and he looks angry, which I love. Here's Alejandro Kirk, right-handed hitter. Chopper foul off the end of the bat. They're in swing mode, these Blue Jays are, and that's good for Tanner. Challenge him, weak contact, blow it by. Subaru of New England scoreboard. A little love goes a long way in the 25 Subaru Forester Hybrid. Learn more at SubaruofNewEngland.com. I mean, he's got the cool hand Luke steely-eyed look tonight. Does Tanner the 0-1? Crushed into left field. If it's high enough, it's out of here, but it bangs off the top of the wall. Refsnyder plays the carom beautifully and throws to second. So it's a wall ball line shot single for Alejandro Kirk.
Right guy to hit that ball. He had no shot at 2 bases as hard as it was hit, but it was hit very hard. And you know what? It's a splitter. I mean, it's a splitter up in the zone. It's the issue in Cleveland.
Well, and it's amazing because last night, Whitlock and Giolito, the damage that was done was on off speed. This Blue Jays team is all over that pitch. Here's Addison Barger, left-handed hitter. He takes outside. Sweeper that missed, and it's 1-0. Guardians beat the Twins 4-3 in 10 innings. Cleveland comes here. Minnesota goes to Fenway. See them starting tomorrow night. 1-0 to Barger. The pitch ripped on a line to second, caught by Hamilton. Kirk races back to the bag. Some loud contact in this inning, but 2 down with Kirk at first. The A's are 17-50, and the Rangers, they'll be on the back end of the homestand at Fenway. They've cooled off a little bit. They lost 3-0 down in Arlington. 16 up and 16 down for the Rangers. Yankees are off, so too the Orioles. Here's Alan Roden, left-handed hitter, and he takes a ball that looked like it was right in the middle of the plate, but not according to Eric Backus. And it is 1-0. 2 down, bottom 2. No score. Pitch. That's in there. Splitter. That was a good one from Tanner. And it is 1-1. The Rays fell today. Kansas City was in town. Seth Lugo pitched well. 8-2 Kansas City. 1-1. Pitch. Chop foul. First base side. Not a big crowd tonight. You can understand that. This entire region, this metro area, is fixated on the sheet of ice in Ottawa tonight. Game 6, 1-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. Great splitter. And the inning is over. The Leafs trying to close out the Ottawa Senators. 3-2 lead in that series. We'll keep you posted on that. As we go along, good news, good stuff for Houck. No score after 2. Shaw's and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Every morning brings a fresh, new energy. And no matter what the day holds, we come to the Today Show for all of it.
We get the best start to the day because we started together.
Watch the Today Show weekdays at 7 a.m. on NBC.
The 99-cent sale is back at Shaw's in Star Market. Hey, it's Joe. Today through Thursday, pick up participating items throughout the store for just 99 cents each or by the pound, like Signature Select White Bread, Chicken of the Sea Chunk Light Tuna, Chobani Greek Yogurt, Broccoli Crowns, Eggplant, Sweet Potatoes, and more, all just 99 cents. Shaw's in Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network.
Every time I see you, all I ever think is love.
Let love bloom in a 2025 Subaru Crosstrek with symmetrical all-wheel drive. Buy with 3.9% financing or lease for just $315 per month. All things grow with love. It's what makes Subaru, Subaru. Details at SubaruofNewEngland.com.
'Cause baby, it's love.
Hey, it's Greg Hill for Harvard Pilgrim Healthcare presenting another Celtics legend. A notable member of the 2006 Boston Celtics who made significant community impact is Theo Ratliff. He received the NBA Community Assist Award for his philanthropic efforts. This award highlighted his dedication to giving back to the community, including youth programs around basketball. Harvard Pilgrim Healthcare has been a legendary player in the community for over 50 years. They offer access to some of the leading health services. For more, go to harvardpilgrim.org.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
As we head to the third inning, the New York Yankees are off tonight. They come in first place in the American League East. Rivalry Report sponsored by River Spring Residences, setting a new standard for memory care in New York City. 833-79-RIVER. Visit riversspringresidences.org/radio. Schedule a tour. And Carlos Narvaez is going to lead it off as the world online sends me the Arthur meme. Narvaez and Barrios, no score in here for the play-by-plays. Cooper Boardman.
I'm glad that everyone's with me here.
I wouldn't say everyone.
Some people are with me, which is enough. Scoreless as we begin here. Narvaez, then Jarren Duran and Raffy in the Herb Chambers batting order. Jose Barrios' first pitch of the third is taken outside, ball one by Narvaez. Herb Chambers batting order sponsored by Herb Chambers Ford of Braintree and Ford of Westboro. First at bat of the night for Narvaez, who homered last night. 1-0. He takes outside. Check to swing on a slider dipping down and away. 2-0 against Jose Barrios. Been really good. Again, we've seen him enough times over a lot of years that some nights he's really on, some nights he's not. 2-0 is right down the middle for a strike. Hard fastball to go 2-1. Tonight is one of those nights where he has the thumbs up through 8 batters. Struck out 4 of the first 8. 2-1 count here to Narvaez. Here comes, and Carlos swings, grounds it foul, third base side. It's already a different game than the first 2 nights. Red Sox jumped all over Toronto on Tuesday and Wednesday. Homered against Bowden Francis a few times. 2-2 here. And Narvaez takes down and away again. Change up. It's 3-2. Last night, Blue Jays were in a very difficult situation. Ariel Rodriguez, Eric Lauer in a piggyback spot. But they have maybe their ace on the mound tonight. 3-2 is swung on, hit high in the air, right center field off the bat of Narvaez. Varsho chasing, Lucas over, and the right fielder's there. Deep in the right center field gap to make the catch. And get Barrios the first out of the third inning. The third inning is brought to you by Citgo. Whether you're crossing the state line or just going cross town, Club Citgo can save you money on every fill-up along the way. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. No score, top of the third inning. Red Sox in Toronto in the rubber match of this series. Left hand hitting Jarren Duran. First man to see Barrios a second time. He takes a first pitch fastball upstairs, ball one. Catcher Kirk held it for a sec. Showed his displeasure with Eric Bacchus, a home plate umpire. Played Duran to pull. Third baseman Barger on the grass left side against the bunt. Outfield deep. 1-0 to Jarren. He swings and lines it down the left field line, foul. More hard contact from Duran. Jarren looks dangerous right now. To be fair, he gets out of bed looking dangerous. 1-1. He swings and grounds it right side of the second baseman Clement, who charges backhands, throws to first and gets Duran by a step for the second out of the third. Jarren was retired 3 times, or got on base 3 times yesterday, retired for the first time tonight. And they're 2 down quickly here in this third inning. Nobody on for Raffy. Left-hand hitting designated hitter who hit doubles 9 and 10 last night. He takes strike one, slow slurve over the outside corner. Third baseman Barger backs up in the hole on the left side. Hole infield's back with Guerrero off the line at first for Raffi, who swings and lines it through the right side for a base hit. Went down and snatched it into right. Third hit of the night for the Red Sox. A Raffi single at 1:02. Ho-hum. Put a man on with 2 down here in the third inning. Homered at Cleveland, homered here, 2 doubles yesterday, and now a single. Guy who changes the temperature on the thermometer, Celsius or Fahrenheit, at any moment. He's done it over these last 72 hours. Man on, 2 down, Alex Bregman. And Bregman swings, hits a high fly ball into left field. Rodin towards the wall, he's under it, and he makes the catch. About 3 steps in front of the wall and left to end the inning, despite good contact from Bregman. Raffi gets on, nothing more, on our way to the bottom half of the third inning in a scoreless game on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Every morning brings a fresh, new energy.
This is Today with
And no matter what the day holds, we come to the Today Show for all of it.
When things are tough, we talk about it. When there's something to figure out, we dig into it. And when there's joy, we celebrate it.
Because today is where it's all happening. We get the best start to every morning because we start it together.
Watch the Today Show with Savannah Guthrie and Craig Melvin, weekdays at 7 a.m. on NBC.
Every business starts with a dream. Sometimes the dream is simple, like expanding from online to brick and mortar. Sometimes the dreams are bigger, like opening 30 locations in the next 30 months. Whatever the dream, our advisors can help you find comprehensive insurance to protect your business, employee benefits to take care of your people, and private client insurance and wealth management for when your dream comes true. If you can dream it, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group, protecting the possible. Learn more at Baldwin.com.
Hey, Bradfo here. Nope, no Sox predictions today. Instead, I'm throwing in an offer and an opportunity. How about setting a goal to lose 40 pounds by the 4th with Awaken 180? Has a different ring to it when you have a finish line, right? 40 by the 4th. Imagine this. Your scale shows 230 today. How about watching that dip to a cool 190 by Independence Day? Or maybe it's reading 300. How would it feel to be 260 by the 4th? Looking back, it took me only 9 weeks to drop my first 40. 50 in total thanks to Awaken 180. With the same results Andy Hart, Ted Johnson, and I had, you'll crush your goal by the 4th. Then ring in Independence Day, shirt off, confident, Fenway Frank and beverage in hand. Celebrate reaching your goal, knowing you'll keep the weight off thanks to free support for life. 40 by the 4th. Set your goal and attain it with your long-term solution for weight loss online at awaken180weightloss.com or call 844-346-1800. That's 844-346-1800.
Jones and Keith.
Weekdays 10 to 2.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Tanner Houck's first pitch at the bottom of the third inning was chopped fouled by Ernie Clement. Second pitch of the bottom of the third inning from Tanner is check swing, and Clement went around on the slider way out there. No score. Red Sox and Blue Jays in this third inning. Tanner's gone 2 scoreless, and he deals an 0-2 that's lined up the middle. Duran on the chase, and he runs it down in the gap in left center field. He got a great first step and finished off the play on another hard hit ball, this time from Ernie Clement. Third inning, Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Centers, the official hospital of Boston Red Sox, providing first aid at Fenway and supporting Red Sox scholars. Learn more at bidmc.org. One down on Nathan Lucas, their 9-hitter, batting for the first time. He takes a fastball down the middle for a strike. Left-hand hitting right fielder, plays exclusively against right-hand pitching. He swings on an 0-1, lines it up the middle, a hit over the head of the shortstop Story, who took a step and watched it sail in, and going on 5-6 batters here where the contact's been loud against Tanner Houck again.
Well, the ball that was hit off the bat of Clement was a sweeper, that too, which he often throws against lefties. It wasn't totally squared up, but the last couple sweepers he's thrown have been a little loopier.
I'm interested to see what now this trip through the lineup is. Bo Bichette, first man to see Tanner for the second time. Man on first, one down in the third in a scoreless game. First pitch, it's a sweeper and it's a strike. Tanner, at the end of the first inning in Cleveland where he really struggled, just said, you know what, I'm going to throw a sinker and live with my fastball. Ball's in one strike. Right on right, pitch is swung on and missed. Awesome sinker. Inside corner, and then just lost drop precipitously onto the front toe of Bichette. It's 0-2. Now, first time through today, Tanner used his sinker a lot. But still, the 0-2 here. He check swing, and he went around. Bichette went around. He was looking at the plate. Then he looked up to find out that Brian O'Nor, the crew chief, punched him out. He can't believe it. Now he's going back to the dugout, stunned, 2 down.
I'd like another look at that. Real time, I didn't think he went around. John Schneider better be careful. That was pretty loud from the third base dugout. Not going to get a good angle at this at all. It's sort of the center field camera. I did not think that was a swing. Nope.
No. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. takes inside. It was a sinker from Houck that started middle in and then really ran almost in on Bichette. Like, it almost hit him. He was checking his swing on it, so the whole thing just looked a little awkward. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Bayou, 97-mile-an-hour sinker. Hardest pitch of the day from Tanner Houck. Throwing that fastball tonight with expletives in his mind. Man on first, 2 down. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch to Vlad, and Guerrero chops it foul. Came back with 97 on the sinker again.
I love it. I mean, it's just challenge. That sinker is one of the great pitches when it's on. And now you have him totally set up because he is geared up for heat. If you can bounce one, you might get him.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Tanner Houck to Guerrero. 2 down in the inning. The pitch is swung on and missed. Another sinker. Green light, green light, green light. And Tanner Houck K's back-to-back to end the third. Scoreless through 3 as we go to the 4th on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
With all the money you can save on gas when you use the Club Citgo Rewards app, you're good to go. But good to go where? Good to go fly first class?
Hot towel.
Cool. Good to go to the opera. Good to sit ringside at a boxing match. Good to go salsa dancing? Tap dancing? Or polka dancing? Download Citgo's money-saving Club Citgo app today. The easiest way to save money on fuel. Now you're good to go.
Hey, it's Lou, and I got big news for you. Shaw's and Star Market Grand Slam Summer Sweepstakes is back. You could win free groceries for a year, plus other incredible prizes. Just check your receipt for an entry code when you spend $50 or more, and grab participating items like Coca-Cola 12-packs. Don't miss out. Get all the details and official rules at GrandSlamSummerSweeps.com. Shaw's and Star Market, proud to be the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network.
Now back to number 1 fan, the search for the top Sox diehard.
I have a tattoo of every Sox logo since 1908. Want to see?
I know every batter's walk-up song.
My husband proposed, and then a foul ball broke my nose. It was perfect.
Sound familiar? Enter MassMutual's Grand Slam giveaway for a shot at tickets and signed gear. For rules and entry, visit massmutual.com/Red Sox. No purchase necessary. 50 U.S. and D.C. 18 plus ends 5 p.m. Eastern on 9/30. Grand prize entry period through 7/31/2025.
We're right back to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Wilyer Abreu leads off the top of the 4th inning for the Red Sox. No score in Toronto. First pitch from Jose Barrios is right down the middle of strike to begin the 4-hitter for the Sox tonight. Herb Chambers batting order sponsored by Herb Chambers Chevrolet of Danvers. Jose Barrios, right-hand starter from the first base side, delivers an 0-1 upstairs, 1-1. Wilyer comes in as our league leaders and who's circling the drain, presented by Drains by James, 5th in baseball in on-base percentage at .417. 1-1. He takes a splitter low and away, 2 balls and a strike. Drains by James, Eastern Mass's leader in residential and commercial drain cleaning and pipelining at drainsbyjames.com. At Drains by James, they give a poop about your pipes. 2-1. is on the inside corner. Fastball for a strike. Will you love it?
28 hits and 22 walks in 30 games.
That will play. I like him in this cleanup spot. There is something to be said for like having him 5'6", because it really does provide a good bridge to the bottom of the line, because not only does he hit for power, but he gets on base, but he's got the numbers of a cleanup hitter. In a 2-2 count here, pitch to him, and Abreu chops it foul.
It only gets complicated because, in the same way it did with Casas, you really want to have Duran and Devers 1-2. And so then, you know, you have Bregman in the 3-hole, but late in games, you can stack up a pretty easy matchup situation with a lefty reliever. But I agree with you.
Leadoff man in the 4th inning on a 2-2. And Abreu takes called strike 3. Slurve over the outer half. Second time there's been a Red Sox hitter not looking for that pitch. And Barrios puts him away for the first out of the 4th.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this stat pack has to be a little wrong, since right now it says Bobby Witt leads the league with 211 hits.
No, he's really good, Will. One out for Trevor Story. He swings and chops it left side of the third baseman. Barger, who bobbles it, drops it, picks it up, throws to first. In time, got him. Guerrero dug it out of the ground. And despite the mishandle by Barger, they still retire Story, who can run. We're in the 4th inning, brought to you by Cars for Kids, the easiest way to get rid of your old car. Donate today and your car can be picked up tomorrow. Donate now at carsforkids.com. It's Cars with a K.
Bobby Witt has 39 hits.
All right, so it's pretty close.
Yeah, tied for 4th most. Aaron Judge, 31 games, he's got 50 hits.
I think he'll probably get to 211. 2 down on for Tristan Casas. Left-hand hitter. He takes ball 1, fastball called up by home plate umpire Eric Bacchus. Alejandro Kirk makes it very clear how he feels. John Schneider at the top step of the dugout does too. Every time call doesn't quite go Toronto's way. It had a very reasonable gripe there. Pitch is swung on and missed on a big cut from Casas. And it's 1-1. Can understand it from John Schneider's point of view. Not that we're, in the Blue Jays front office with Ross Atkins, but you would have to think that his tenure as Blue Jays manager over the last few days has very much been on the ropes. They were a miracle away last night from having lost 9 out of 10. 1-1's inside, 2-1. Whether you think it's John Schneider's fault or roster composition or whatever, we've seen it around baseball around this time as May 1st hits. Somebody's got to pay. 2-1. That is a called strike. Sinker at the knees outside corner. 2-2 to Casas. But from the Red Sox side of it, what it means is you got to find a way to win this series against these guys. Nobody on, 2 down, 2-2 pitch from Jose Barrios. And Casas fouls it back off the catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
Yeah, and that's the pitch. I know it's a 2-strike count, but that's when he's right. That thing is pounded. I mean, it's 93 in the middle of the zone. And just back again in one of these in-between periods.
He was early on the cutter. He was late on the sinker. 2-2, and he's early on a changeup. He swings and misses to end the at-bat and the inning. Red Sox go down in order against Barrios. We go to the bottom half of the 4th inning scoreless on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
You don't need a special reason to enjoy Drake's Cakes apple or cherry fruit pies or the classic coffee cakes with streusel topping. They're your morning coffee's best friend, your commute superhero, your lunchtime or evening companion. Available at your favorite retailer. Remember, life's better with cake. Drake's Cakes.
Baseball is all about stepping up to the plate when it matters most. And when you've been injured, you need a heavy hitter in your corner. At Morgan & Morgan, we don't back down. We fight to get you every dollar you deserve. No curveballs, no strikeouts, just results. That's why we've recovered over $25 billion for our clients and fight for them from offices nationwide. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm, proud sponsor of the Boston Red Sox.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Introducing the 2025 Subaru Forester Hybrid, featuring an all-new hybrid powertrain and Subaru's trusted symmetrical all-wheel drive. Explore up to 581 miles on a single tank in our most fuel-efficient Forester ever, with a self-charging battery for uninterrupted adventure. A little love goes a long, long way. Enjoy more efficiency, more value, and more performance, all with lower emissions. A little love goes a long way in the Subaru Forester Hybrid, starting at $34,995. For complete details and to learn more about the 2025 Forester Hybrid, visit SubaruofNewEngland.com. A little love goes a long, long way. A little love goes a long way. A little love goes a long, long way.
Want to listen to WEEI on the go? Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Tanner Houck's thrown 3 scoreless innings. He starts the bottom of the 4th against Anthony Santander, greets him with a line drive in a right center field on a one-hop in front of Duran for a single. Jaron gets it in fast, holds Santander at first base, and the leadoff man is on for Toronto in a scoreless game, 0-0 between the Red Sox and Blue Jays. Inside the closed roof of the Rogers Center. Went up the CN Tower today for the first time.
How was that for you?
You know, we made a big thing of this a couple days ago. First pitch outside of Dalton Varsho about my fear of heights. Yeah. Rob Bradford coaxed me into it. He said, "Do you want to go?" I said, "Yes." We went up. I would say it probably took me 3 hours before my legs felt like they were my legs again. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Good back foot sweeper.
We found out the other day it's 1,850 feet high. So you ride the elevator up for about 90 seconds, and then the floor is glass.
Yeah, the floor is glass.
Rob had you sitting on the floor,
it
too.
It was offensive and immoral, and 1 ball, 1 strike, man on first, and the pitch is high and tight, 2-1.
You were a baseball isn't boring prop today, Coop.
100%. Well, you know, I thought me and my friend Rob were going to the top of the CN Tower together. You know, just have like a nice little outing, expand our relationship. You know, and all of a sudden he's like, we get to the top, 2-1. Is inside 3-1. We get to the top of the tower. The elevator doors open, and there's the area that's the glass, right? So I'm kind of like, all right, you know, we're here. I'm a little nervous. I walk out. And he just orders me over there. He goes, "Get over there. Go over there."
Well, you were acting pretty tough about it.
3-1. Swing a pop up left side, foul ground. Bregman gives it a look. It's out of play.
I mean, everybody remembers. You were like, "That's no big deal. I'll do it. What's the problem?" I mean, it's 180 stories up. That's the problem.
I was going to say, that's a very ground person thing to say. Because when you get up there and life starts to move fast on you.
I mean, you know in the back of your mind you're safe, but somewhere there's this instinct that says it could all end.
It's not even somewhere. It's dead center of the brain. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch is swung on line. Foul down the right field line by Varsho again, taking good swings. But it was very cool. Learned a lot about Toronto geography from up there. Over the lake on what was a cloudy day here.
Nasty.
3 balls, 2 strikes again. Houck's pitch is swung on and miss. Up top with the sinker. 96 on a hello, and then goodbye to Dalton Varsho.
I mean, I've never really been that high, but even like the Empire State Building, World Trade Center towers, I immediately think that I'm going over the edge.
The thing about it, as Alejandro Kirk digs in with a man on and fouls it back, like we're sitting here right now in the Rogers Center. They have the roof closed, and I can see to the top of that ceiling right now. And it looks pretty far away. It is pretty far away. That's more than a fly ball away. And then you're standing on top of the CN Tower, and you're looking down, and that ceiling looks like it's on the ground. 0-1. Kirk takes a sweeper outside, 1-1.
Well, for me, the other part is there's this very weird 1% of you that thinks like you're just going to fling yourself off the edge.
100%.
I mean, you're not sad or depressed or anything, but it's like it could just end right here.
Could do it. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Hey, you know what? I will say, after Brad Voe, exposed me for likes, that's one thing. He did help me through the whole experience.
He was a good counselor.
And ultimately, he turned to me afterwards and he said, "Don't you feel better now that you've done it?" And I said, no, I don't at all.
You conquered a fear.
I didn't. I'm still terrified. I went down to the dugout after we got down.
Did the Arthur meme?
1-2 foul. I really did do the Arthur meme. I was standing there on the glass, my fist balled, staring through the floor. The video that he posted on Twitter, I'm like looking at it like, okay, can this end now? Can we be done?
I'm really uncomfortable. Turn the camera off.
There's one video that he did not post. 1-2, fouled off to the right. There's one video that...
Well, yeah, you had a little potty mouth.
Yeah. Well, it's, you're in the moment and you're thinking about, the world is flashing before your eyes.
Uh-huh.
And there may have been some expletives uttered. I did do that. Then I looked around and there were a lot of children standing on the glass, so that was good. 1-2. Swinging a high pop-up right side. Foul territory. Costas again watches it fly into the stands. But altogether, very successful trip.
Yeah, but like you talk about being up there, and that is scary, although it's enclosed, right? You can't get out. Here would be different. There's this catwalk that goes up the back end of the roof as it opens and closes.
Yeah.
There's no money that would get me on that.
I'm good. No money? Not even like $500 million?
Yeah, I think I'd do it for that.
1-2. Swinging a ground ball. Left side might be 2. Story backs up to second. 1 on to first. It's a double play for Tanner Houck. This looks like Tanner Houck tonight. 4 scoreless innings as we go to the 5th on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining built Ford tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
The 99-cent sale is back. Pick up participating items at Shaw's and Star Market for just 99 cents each, or by the pound. Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network.
When you choose Interlock Metal Roofing, you're not just getting a roof. You're making a lifetime investment in quality. Their premium metal roofing systems are made with American aluminum, built to stand the test of time. No rust, no rot, no re-roofing, just unbeatable protection from a name you can trust. Interlock Metal Roofing, a trusted metal roofing leader for over 2 decades. Never re-roof again. Visit NewEnglandMetalRoofing.com. That's NewEnglandMetalRoofing.com.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Hey, it's Rob Refsnyder. This is the home of the Sox, WEEI.
Jose Barrios back to the mound. He'll see Rob Refsnyder, then David Hamilton. In this top of the 5th inning, no score. It's pitchers duel, Houck and Barrios. A roar just went up in the crowd here, and that's because Matthew Nylander just scored the 2nd goal for the Toronto Maple Leafs in Ottawa, so they're closing in on series win. They play the Florida Panthers, one half of the Eastern Conference bracket. Here's Rob Refsnyder. Barrios has been super efficient. Really, both pitchers have. 56th pitch coming home. Rob takes a strike on the outside corner. Just 3 hits for the Sox. Same for the Jays. How different this is from the first 2 evenings under this roof. 0-1. Pitch. Swing and a miss. That's the 110th pitch, brought to you by 110 Grill. Gluten-free dining done right. 110 Grill. Proud to be an official partner of the WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Stunner struck out his first time. Sox have fanned 6 times. That's usually a pretty telling stat for this offense. 0-2. Low. Changeup taken. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. Limited slate in Big League Baseball on the Subaru of New England scoreboard. A little love goes a long way in the Subaru Forester Hybrid. Learn more at SubaruofNewEngland.com. 1-2. Pitch. Line drive into right center field. That's a base hit. Worked his way again out of a 2-strike count, did Refsnyder. And the Red Sox, for the 3rd time in 5 innings, have the leadoff man aboard.
It's a guy, I know the Red Sox have struck out a lot early, but it's a guy you do have to put the ball in play against. And it's somebody that's given up a lot of contact in the early season, which makes the strikeouts, more of a Red Sox issue than a Barrios issue. That's just great. Sinker in the middle, stays on it, takes it to right center. And now you're in business.
Here's an interesting choice. I mean, Hamilton does not bunt a lot. He doesn't play a lot. You get the leadoff man aboard. David, no sign of a bunt. He checks his swing and fouls it on the third base side. Caught in between right there was Hammy. And it is 0-1. Yankees are off tonight. Rays fell 8-2 to the Kansas City Royals. Juan Soto hit a couple home runs for the Mets. His first 2 at Citi Field. Loss. Here's a line drive into right field. That's a base hit. Refsnyder's going to round second. He will make it to third. Lucas's throw is cut off in front of the second base bag. A Hamilton single. And the Red Sox have them at the corners to begin the top of the 5th.
Red Sox have been very clear. They feel like they're a better team when David Hamilton's on this roster, even if it's every 7 days, even if it's just pinch running sometimes. But obviously the numbers are the numbers, but that's a David Hamilton swing when he's at his best. His bat is in the zone for a long time.
Now here's Carlos Narvaez. Remember, you got Duran on deck, who's owned Barrios. I wouldn't at all rule out Hamilton taking off here. He's almost an automatic stolen base when he goes. Refsnyder has a sizable lead at third. Hamilton takes off from first, leading away. And here's Carlos Narvaez. He's running. The pitch is taken outside. Throw goes through, but not in time. Head first slide for Hamilton. There's no stopping him. And the Red Sox have 2 in scoring position after their 2nd steal of the night.
Made it so easy. Also a slurve. Perfect pitch.
That's what's unreal about Hamilton. If he gets on, he's going to be on second base more often than not. So now 1-0 to Narvaez. The Blue Jays are going to concede the first run of the game. They're back on the middle of the infield. Guerrero's sort of level with the grass at first. So anywhere past the pitcher gets a run in. 1-0. That is a strike. Shouldn't have been. It's a slurve beneath the zone. And it's 1-1 to Narvaez. Carlos has not been around long, but he looks cool under pressure. 1 ball, 1 strike. Big chance here with runners at second and third and nobody out. Pitch to Narvaez. Swung on and popped up on the infield. That will not get the job done. Guerrero comes down the line. He's there to make the play. There's 1 away. Last thing the Sox wanted there. But now, here's Duran. You just feel like you absolutely have to cash in at least one of these 2 runs. Duran is singled to left and grounded to second. Now the Blue Jays will gamble a little bit and bring the infield in with 1 out and runners at second and third. Refsnyder at third, Hamilton at second. Here's the pitch, and it is a strike on the outside corner. Slurve, and it's 0-1. Trying to break through in a scoreless game. Outfield very deep. 0-1. Pitch is high. Good take from Jaron. Not over anxious. 95-mile-an-hour fastball. You feel like that's a purpose pitch from Berríos to elevate the eye level for Jaron and then try to go to the bottom of the zone and have him beat something into the ground. 1-1 from the belt. The pitch is outside. Really good take. Now you got the red-hot Rafi Devers on deck. Talk about true protection for Duran, who has owned Berríos. Jaron is now 10 for 20 with 3 homers against this guy. 2-1 pitch is popped foul behind third base. A long run over for Barger, and it's into the seats. And out of play, 2-2.
There's a cutter there. Just the 6th cutter he's thrown all night in 68 pitches.
Code word of the game is north of the border, all matched in one. North of the border. Make sure to enter your code word in the member portal today. And your points. Crossroads early in this game. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runners at second and third. The pitch is swung on and missed. He struck him out. Wow. The Red Sox now have struck out 7 times. You wonder what they'll do here. I mean, you got the lefty slugger Devers at the plate. First base is open. Bregman has been red hot. He's on deck. Huge pitch for Berríos. See if Rafi can do it again. Called out on strikes in the first and ripped a base hit into right in the third. Do not want to miss this opportunity. Pitch high with a fastball. I think he will be delicate here with Devers. I mean, look, Alex Bregman right now is about the best hitter not named Aaron Judge in the American League. So careful what you wish for, but Rafi's hot too. 1-0. Pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him with a really good cutter in under his hands. And it's 1-1. Hit from Ref Snyder. A single from Hamilton moved him to third. Then David stole second. Nobody out. But now 2 down and a 1-1 count to Devers. The pitch way outside. Change up. And it's 2-1. They're making him work a little bit here. 72 pitches thrown. Trying to break this scoreless tie. Two 2-1. Swing and a miss. Man, nasty change up. It's 2-2. He's quite likely, I think, to see that pitch again.
Sequence has been 4-seamer, cutter, change up, change up.
He steps out, takes a deep breath. A rare chase for Devers. He's been better at that this year. 2-2. Red Sox lead at second and third. Here's the pitch. And it's high. Fastball. 3-2. With Bregman looming on deck. They lead at second and third. Payoff pitch is outside, ball 4. Rafi walks again. And the bases are loaded for Bregman.
Fought to 7 pitches, and Berríos couldn't execute on a changeup. It's so good. You're right. He's thrown a ton of pitches here in this inning.
That's his 25th walk, Rafi. And here now, Bregman. Sox looking for their first grand slam of the season. And Alejandro Kirk to the mound. He just wants to give him a breather, I think.
Punched him out in the first inning on a 3-2. And got the fly out to left. I mean, Bregman came up 3 feet short of a home run a couple innings ago. And the reality is, at this point, Bregman has seen every single pitch so far from Jose Berríos.
Bregman in his career has 7 grand slams, most recently in 2023 in St. Louis. A .371 hitter lifetime with runners at every base. That's what the Sox have here. 2 down, top 5. Berríos looks in, says yes. He throws, and Bregman takes a strike on the outside corner. Perfect slider. And it's 0-1. Ten-game hitting streak. Red hot is Bregman. 0-1. Pitch. Swinging a shot into left field. That's a base hit. It's going to head to the corner. Refsnyder scores. Hamilton behind him. Bregman does it again. And it's 2-0 Red Sox.
He had been vocal about some of the frustration in moments like this early in the season that he hadn't come through. Well, 6 days now on this road trip. He's come through again and again and again. This is another slurve, another one that hung up in the zone. Barrios went down to a knee when he threw it because he knew. And so did Bregman. Big swing.
So direct, straight line to the ball now, trying to hang a big-time crooked number. Here's Willier, the pitch. Is drilled high in the air into right field. A long run in for Lucas. He'll get there to make the play. And the inning is over. You can hear Barrios a little frustrated with himself there. But Bregman loves it. 2-0 Red Sox. A Breggy double. To the bottom of the fifth we go in the Shaw's and Star Market WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Every morning brings a fresh, new energy. And no matter what the day holds, we come to the Today Show for all of it.
We get the best start to the day because we started together.
Watch the Today Show weekdays at 7 a.m. on NBC.
Do your pipes suffer from low D? Low D is when your pipes aren't draining properly and things get stuck, causing a backup. Don't wait to get things flowing again. Go to drainsbyjames.com and get your pipes unclogged and feeling free again. Whether it's drain cleaning, water jetting, camera inspection, or pipe lining repair, Drains by James is available 24/7 at drainsbyjames.com. Low D can be serious if not treated right away. Drains by James. They give a poop about your pipes.
Set yourself up for success. Their locally owned Benjamin Moore store proudly serves the New England area with more than just paint. They're here to support you and help you find everything you need to bring your projects to life. From expert advice to premium products, they'll help you every step of the way. Enjoy exceptional service and explore a selection of beautiful paint colors designed for lasting results. Visit the paint shops today and experience the difference that Benjamin Moore's quality products and personalized guidance can make.
Big box stores are great if you want to stay the same. But be careful not to get boxed in. Northeast Electrical can help you get where you need to go. From great products to unique services and solutions. Click now and experience your upgrade.
A great lawn is like a great sports team. It takes expertise and a little extra care to really stand out. That's where True Green comes in. They're the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour, so they know a thing or two about keeping grass looking like a fairway. Here's the best part. It's more affordable than you think, and they'll even match any competitor's price. Plus, True Green backs it all up with a satisfaction guarantee. Not happy? They'll come back between visits to make it right. Don't wait. Head to truegreen.com today. Let the pros do the work while you sit back and enjoy the results.
Hart, Fitzy, and Johnson.
Weekdays 2 to 6.
Now back to the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Tanner Houck pitching with a lead. Addison Barger takes strike one. Fastball. It's been a good pitch for Tanner. And it's 0-1. Alex Bregman has just been utterly absurd for the Red Sox so far. $40 million feels like a bargain. The 0-1 skied high and deep into left field. Refsnyder back toward the warning track and onto the dirt. He's there on the run to make the play. Fly ball out, one down.
He doesn't just give out smiles to moments. And so when he does, you notice it. And it's always when he's actually done something to help win a game. And people, obviously, every time somebody has a hit or does something good, they're excited about it. There's no one on this earth that's happier about winning than Alex Bregman.
Well, now he's locked back in at third base. Alan Roden, left-handed hitter, takes strike one from Houck. A good sweeper, and it's 0-1. Red Sox baseball brought to you by your New England Ford dealers and the F-Series, America's best-selling truck for 48 years. Official truck of the Red Sox. 0-1. Chop foul. 6:20 today. Almost an hour before the game. Bregman was alone in the dugout, just staring into the abyss here at Rogers Center, locking himself in. And it is carried over. What a series he's had. Couple homers and that big-time tie-breaking 2-run double. 0-2. The pitch is just outside and high, a sinker. And it's 1-2. He went with Dan Shulman, the great TV broadcaster of the Toronto Blue Jays, to the Nova exhibition here. It's a wonderful museum that marks a terrible tragedy that occurred a couple years ago here in Toronto. The 1-2 pitch is fouled back to the screen. So, I mean, Bregman, he's not all baseball. He's certainly a baseball rat, but he's such an interesting guy to talk to. Man, has he been a perfect fit? 1-2. Pitch. Hopped toward Alex. Second hop, backhanded, throws to first in time. Roden is out, number 2. 99-cent sale is back. Pick up participating items at Shaw's and Star Market for 99 cents each or by the pound. Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox radio network. Alex, I mean, I know he loves Shaw's, but he does not need that sale at the moment.
No.
Of course, if you went to the Red Sox right now, Craig Breslow, John Henry, Sam Kennedy, they'd say, give him 80. Here's Ernie Clement, right-handed hitter. Ground ball on the right side, ranging to his left is Hamilton. He slides, he gloves, he comes up, throwing to first in time. And the inning is over. Great defense in the inning for the Sox. We've played 5. Good guys 2. Blue Jays nothing in the Shaw's and Star Market. WEEI, Red Sox Radio Network.
This is Jeffrey Glassman. For 4 generations, my family has called New England home. My grandfather taught me to always care for people and fight for what's right. At Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers, that's exactly what we do. When you're hurt in a car crash, we fight big insurance companies to make sure you get the money you deserve. We care, we fight to win, and we don't get paid unless you do. Hurt? You gotta get Glassman. Call 617-777-7777.
The Nissan Rogue with available Google built-in helps you make the most of your drive. Take care of the small stuff, like,
hey Google, cool down my car.
And,
hey Google, turn on the dog feeder.
Or change up your adventure.
Hey Google, navigate me to the nearest music venue.
Handle your drive like a pro.
Experience the ultimate connection in the Nissan Rogue. Nissan offers 6 vehicles with starting MSRP under $30,000. Visit your local Nissan store and nissanusa.com today. Not equipped on all vehicles. Requires compatible device. Sequences shortened and simulated. Activation of Nissan Connect services package required. Only use features when safe and legal to do so. Data rates may apply. Subject to third-party service availability. Google Play, and Google Maps are trademarks of Google LLC. Available on Nissan Altima, Kicks, Leaf, Rogue, Sentra, and Versa. All prices are manufacturer suggested retail price. MSRP for base models. MSRP excludes destination and handling charges, tax, title, license, and options. Dealer sets actual prices.
You're listening to live play-by-play action of the Boston Red Sox on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Top 6, 2-0 Red Sox in Toronto on a 2-run double by Alex Bregman. Trevor Story, Red Sox 6-hitter tonight, leads off against Jose Barrios. And swings on a first pitch, grounds it up the middle. Second baseman ranges behind. Clement backhand stop, throws to first in time. Wow. Went jump man behind second. As he ventured to the left side of the diamond from the right, Guerrero dug out the throw nicely. And that's the way it's going for Trevor Story right now. They just took a hit away from him.
Alex Cora just took his hat off and doffed it to both sides of that play, really. It was an excellent pick by Vladdy, too.
Blue Jays didn't spend really much money at all in terms of offense other than Anthony Santander. As Tristan Casas takes ball 1 outside. They did make a decision that they were going to be one of the best on-paper defensive teams in baseball. And Ernie Clement has been a big part of that. 1-0 swinging a foul tip into the mid. 1-1 quickly against Casas. As we remind you, this copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Boston Red Sox and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of WEEI and the Boston Red Sox. 6 hits tonight for the Sox. 1 walk came from Raffy. 1-1 pitch. Casas swings and lines it down the right field line, bouncing towards the corner for a base hit. Lucas gets there in that corner and gets it in. And Tristan Casas has a single with 1 down to the 6th.
Might have broken his bat, but who cares? He took charge on it, and in fact, Something is down the line. I don't know whether it's Tristan's little hand guard or what, but he's on base, and he will take anything at this point.
This is, usually a part of the program where you say something like, wow, the swings are really coming along for him. But I really do think it's true. He's on for Rob Refsnyder with one down. Red Sox leading 2-0 in the top of the 6th inning. Pitch to Rob, and he swings and chops at left side, might be 2. Bichette to second, 1. Clement to first. It's a double play. And that single is gone and done with for Jose Barrios. Tanner Houck back to the mound for the bottom of the 6th inning with the Red Sox leading 2-0 on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
It's time to start finding things we need for the summer. Don't forget to break out the floating beer pong table. It's also time to find money for the summer that you may have coming to you don't even know about. Enter your name at findmassmoney.gov. It's fast, easy, and it's free.
The 99-cent sale is back at Shaw's and Star Market. Hey, it's Lou. Today through Thursday, pick up participating items throughout the store for just 99 cents each or by the pound. Like Signature Select White Bread, Chicken of the Sea Chunk Light Tuna, Chobani Greek Yogurt, Broccoli Crowns, Eggplant, Sweet Potatoes, and more. All just 99 cents. Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network.
We're celebrating more than 250 years of history in Massachusetts. From the cobblestone streets of Boston to the shores of Cape Cod and the hills of the Berkshires, Massachusetts is where history comes to life. Whether you're standing where the American Revolution began or visiting Fenway Park, the oldest ballpark in America, you're exploring the stories that shaped our nation. Massachusetts 250, proud partner of the Boston Red Sox. Revolutions start here. Come see what's next. Learn more at Massachusetts250.org.
Looking for Michelin tires at the guaranteed lowest price? Get to Town Fair Tire. Michelin's innovative technologies are designed for durability and performance over any of the toughest road conditions, so you can trust you're getting the highest quality tires. And Town Fair's been a name you can trust since 1967. Now with over 120 locations and still growing. Because nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal. Nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
The Christian Arcand Show, weekday afternoons starting at 6. Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Bottom of the 6th inning in Toronto. Red Sox leading the Blue Jays 2-0 on a 2-run double from Alex Bregman. Tanner Houck's first pitch at the bottom of the 6th is a strike 1 to Nathan Lucas. 2 runs, 7 hits offensively. Houck's just had 3 hits against as he misses high 1-1 to the Blue Jays 9-hitter. Lucas singled off him back in the 3rd inning, but Tanner Houck's been awesome. I mean, it's been, could argue, maybe the best 5 innings of his season. 1-1 is on the outside corner with the split 1-2. He struck out 5 over 5 innings. And he's 2 strikes on Lucas to start the 6th. He winds and he deals and gets a check swing in the dirt. Lucas went around. Narvaez gets it off the ground, throws to first. Casas came off the bag, but he steps on it to finish off a Tanner Houck strikeout. 6 in 6 innings. Great time to tell you the Arbella Insurance Foundation is dedicated to striking out cancer by supporting the Jimmy Fund. For every strikeout from a Red Sox pitcher during the season, Arbella Insurance Foundation donates $50 to the Jimmy Fund. Here for the Jimmy Fund, here for good. 1 down. First pitch is just inside to Bo Bichette at 97 from Tanner Houck. The number one reason why Tanner Houck has looked like 2024 tonight is velo. 1-0 chopper over Houck at short. Story gloves. He throws on the run and retires Bichette for a quick second out in the 6th inning. Let's get you Subaru of New England scoreboard very quickly. Yankees idle tonight. Rays lost 8-2 against the Royals. Orioles also idle today. Another game going on right now is Washington and Philadelphia. Nats up 4-2 in Philly. As the first pitch is a called strike to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Little love goes a long way. The 2025 Subaru Forester Hybrid. Learn more at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Pitch is inside 1-1 to Guerrero. Again, 96 miles an hour on the sinker. Justin Wilson up in the Red Sox bullpen. 1-1 pitch from Houck and swung on, chopped into the ground right side at David Hamilton. He gloves it, he throws to first, and the inning is over. It's the third straight inning in which Houck faces the minimum. He's gone 6 scoreless in Toronto tonight, and the Red Sox take a 2-0 lead to the 7th on the Shaws and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Cats always have our backs, whether we need someone to kill a bug or someone to snuggle with as you binge watch reality TV. Your cat's got you. Oh yeah, cats lighten our lives, and we lighten yours. You see, with Cat's Pride Naturally Lightweight Litter, you get the same strong performance, no mess clumping and odor control as traditional heavy scoopable litter, but up to 40% lighter. Yep, up to 40% lighter. How's that for having your back? And arms. And shoulders. Well, you get it. Cat's Pride. Lighten your life.
Every morning brings a fresh, new energy.
This is Today with
And no matter what the day holds, we come to the Today Show for all of it.
When things are tough, we talk about it. When there's something to figure out, we dig into it. And when there's joy, we celebrate it.
Because today is where it's all happening. We get the best start to every morning because we start it together.
Watch the Today Show with Savannah Guthrie and Craig Melvin, weekdays at 7 a.m. on NBC.
Set yourself up for success. Their locally owned Benjamin Moore store proudly serves the New England area with more than just paint. They're here to support you and help you find everything you need to bring your projects to life. From expert advice to premium products, they'll help you every step of the way. Enjoy exceptional service and explore a selection of beautiful paint colors designed for lasting results. Visit Triborough Paint Center today and experience the difference that Benjamin Moore's quality products and personalized guidance can make.
Jeffrey Glassman Injury Attorneys have been Boston's go-to injury attorneys for over 30 years. If you've been hurt in a car or work accident, you've got to get Glassman. Call all sevens at 617-777-7777. That's 617-777-7777.
More Boston sports opinion, more often. Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
David Hamilton leads off the top of the 7th inning for the Red Sox. 2-0 lead in Toronto. First pitch from the right-hander Jose Barrios. Swing and a miss to David Hamilton, who's 1 for 2 on the night. Singled back in the 5th inning. Refsnyder's single in that 5th led off the frame. Hamilton followed with a single of his own. A few batters later, the Red Sox had the lead. 2-run double by Alex Bregman. A 1 swing and a foul back. If you heard the fear in my voice, it was coming right at us back here. It's okay. Just bit my tongue a little bit. We're cool. Count 0-2 on David. Playing his first game since last week. Played good defense. Played good offense. So, too, he swings and misses this time on a fastball by him. There's 1 down for Barrios and Toronto. In the 7th inning tonight, sponsored by Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers. Boston's go-to injury attorney for over 30 years. If you've been hurt in a car or work accident, you gotta get Glassman. Call all sevens at 617-777-7777. 1 down, Red Sox with a 2-0 lead. And now the 9-hitter Carlos Narvaez. Right-hand hitting catcher's 0 for 2 against Barrios. From an offset stance, first base side, right-hander delivers. And slings in a sinker outside, ball 1. Outfield deep, Guerrero plays way off the line at first for the right-hand hitting Narvaez. 1-0, and Carlos swings and pops it up in a shallow right field. Nathan Lucas charging on, right fielder in, second baseman out. Clement is the man who puts it away about 20 feet in the outfield on the right side for the second out of the 7th inning. Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan post-game show. You deserve a car that thrills you. Nissan's got an exciting full line that'll put goosebumps on your goosebumps. Experience the thrill for yourself and shop your local Nissan store at nissanusa.com today. That pitch right there is going to be the last of the night for Jose Barrios. Right-hander gets a pop out in the first 2 outs in the 7th inning and exits to a nice round of applause as John Schneider goes to the left-hander to face Jarren Duran with nobody on. Mason Fluharty on his way into the game. Red Sox leading 2-0 We step aside for a pitch break on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
This call to the bullpen gives you a chance to check out all the great Ford SUV offers at buyfordnow.com. You'll find special deals on the award-winning Ford SUV lineup that you won't see advertised anyplace else. Whether you plan to buy from your Ford dealer's inventory or custom order your new SUV, visit buyfordnow.com and see how much you can save. And then see your New England Ford dealers for your new SUV.
Do you suffer from projectile dysfunction? That's when there's something stuck in your drains and pipes causing a backup. It can happen to the best of us. And Drains by James can get you unclogged and feeling free again. Projectile dysfunction can be serious if not treated right away. It will impact things at home, and you'll wonder why you didn't take care of it sooner. Go to drainsbyjames.com. Drains by James. They give a poop about your pipes.
Pitching change for the Blue Jays. Pitching change and this slowdown in action is brought to you by Izervay. Red Sox lead the Blue Jays 2-0. We're in the top of the 7th inning in Toronto. Their starter, Jose Barrios, former Twin, went 6 2/3. But the 4th trip through the lineup looms. You've got left-hand hitter Jarren Duran and lefty and Raffi if it got there. So John Schneider's not messing around, wants to keep this a 2-0 game. And he goes to the 23-year-old Mason Fluharty out of their bullpen. Left-hander that throws 2 pitches, cutter and sweeper. So everything he throws is moving away from Jarren here, who steps to the plate with nobody on and 2 down. Again with a 2-0 lead. First pitch to Jarren, and it's swung on in high in the air center field. It'll hang up though for Dalton Varsho, center fielder. Calls everybody off and makes the catch. 1 pitch to end the 6th inning for Fluharty, 7th that is. We go to the bottom half of the 7th. Red Sox still leading 2-0 in Toronto on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Every morning brings a fresh, new energy. And no matter what the day holds, we come to the Today Show for all of it.
We get the best start to the day because we started together.
Watch the Today Show weekdays at 7 a.m. on NBC.
Helmets keep kids safe on their bikes. Seatbelts keep them safe in the car. But when it comes to technology, what's keeping them safe from the mental and physical harms of the online world, like cyberbullies, predators, or digital depression and doom scrolling? Aura AI's powered family safety app gives parents the tools to do just that. It offers a deep, personalized understanding of your child's online world and gives tailored recommendations on how to keep them healthy, happy, and safe. Go to aura.com/radio to try for free. Aura is the official family online safety partner of the Boston Red Sox.
I'm Bob Burke, founder and chairman of Burke America Parts Group, a family of brands that includes RepairClinic.com, an appliance and HVAC parts solution company that's grown into an international brand. Before AmericanEagle.com, we partially launched a new technology platform developed by another firm. American Eagle helped take our technology to a whole new level with digital marketing, software development, and business insights into our key markets, appliances, HVAC, and outdoor power equipment, and did so both on time and on budget. AmericanEagle.com has the resources, experience, and talent needed to produce solutions. Our new technology platform, developed by AmericanEagle.com, has produced tremendous results with higher traffic, conversion, engagement, and online revenue. If you have any home repairs you need to take care of, check us out at RepairClinic.com. If you need a world-class website or technology project, then I would highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 773-NETWORK. That's AmericanEagle.com, 773-NETWORK.
You're listening to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
7th inning, 2-0 Red Sox, and Tanner Houck, Sox starter, still in there. His first pitch of the inning is a fastball upstairs, ball 1 to Anthony Santander. 2-run double by Alex Bregman, the only RBI hit on either side so far. Tanner Houck's gone 6 scoreless so far, 1-0. And a fastball up and away, 2-0 to their 3-hitter. Santander's got one of the 3 Toronto hits. 72 pitches for Tanner Houck. On a 2-0, he winds and fires and grabs the outside corner with a strike. Sweeper backdoored. There is movement in the bullpen. There's throwing in the bullpen. Justin Wilson, the left-hander, is up.
Usually people move when they throw.
A little bit. It's pretty impressive. Bullpen report brought to you by Interlock Metal Roofing. Never re-roof again. NewEnglandMetalRoofing.com. Tanner Houck moving and grooving so far. On a 2-1 that he delivers, and Santander again grounds it right side of David Hamilton, who stands like a statue as he grabs it and lobs it to first to retire. Anthony Santander didn't even make it 70% of the way up the line. Santander has something to say to the home plate umpire. Here comes John Schneider. Santander and Eric Bacchus are getting into it. Now Schneider comes out. Bacchus and Schneider are talking now near the plate.
I think he was trying to call time. Didn't get it. For future reference, John Schneider says. If he calls for time, give it to him.
It was 2 pitches ago on the 2-0 pitch on a slider. Santander very late tried to call time. I mean, Tanner Houck was moving when the hand went up.
And it was a strike.
For future reference, he will never be granted that time. First pitch fastball upstairs to Dalton Varsho. The 99-cent sale is back. Pick up participating items at Shaw's and Star Market for just 99 cents each or by the pound. Shaw's and Star Market, official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network. Big swing by Varsho, high in the air, right field side, and just foul. He tempted the right field foul ball, but just a very long strike. Little love goes a long way. The 2025 Subaru Forester Hybrid, leaderboard Subaru of New England.com.
Currently voting for the American League Award winners for the month of April. And
1-1, swing line drive down the left field line, hooking towards the pole and the wall. It's up and it's gone. Dalton Varsho, second time in as many nights, goes deep. Just punched it the other way and slices it over the left field wall to make this a 2-1 ball game here in the bottom of the 7th. Only blemish of an otherwise pretty smooth night so far for Tanner Houck, although we saw it last night. Lucas Giolito was almost perfect to this point. Now Alejandro Kirk, he takes a fastball outside, ball 1.
Yeah, some bad flashbacks. This becomes kind of a key sequence here for Houck. You'd love him to get you through this bottom of the 7th inning. How impressive is that from Varsho to cover both sides?
1-0, swinging a ground ball, third base side, foul by Kirk. Now that anyone needs or wants reminding, but last night, Blue Jays had 0 runs until literally this trip through the order in this part of the lineup. Varsho homered a 2-run shot. Kirk homered, all of a sudden a 6-3 game, and then the rest is something we don't have to talk about again. Red Sox lead down to 2-1 in the bottom of the 7th inning. Tanner Houck winds and fires to Kirk, and misses outside, 2-1.
Anyway, I'm struggling a little bit with the reliever of the month of April in the American League. The stats are not that clear on that one.
2-1, swinging a ground ball up the middle. Story ranges left, gloves, throws to first in time, 2 down. Where are you looking?
Andres Munoz had a great first month. The dude Trevor Hoffman here has been really good. Chapman didn't get quite as many opportunities as some of the other guys.
Munoz hasn't given up a run, right?
No. Might have to be him.
Yeah.
15 innings, 172 against. Pretty good.
Nobody on, 2 down. Addison Barger hits a fly ball in the air, left field, down the left field line, foul territory. Bregman slides, and he's out of room. The Rangers closer has been really good. If I could remember his name, I'd tell you who he was. Robert Garcia. Yeah, he's been good. Or I guess he's kind of been like their 8th inning guy. He's
Chris Martin's been excellent too.
Yeah. I think it's got to be Munoz. Munoz has been the best closer in baseball.
All right.
That was fun to collaborate. I like that. Oh, 1's low, 1-1.
Well, the other ones are super easy, I think. Player of the month is Aaron Judge. I mean, it's stupid what he's done. Bregman's been awesome, but it's not close.
1-1. Swing and a fly ball foul behind the plate towards Will.
Now, you could make the case for some of these starting pitchers in the American League, but I, for one, went with Hunter Brown of the Houston Astros. 4-1 with a spectacular record this season.
It's got to be him or Tyler Mahle. That's it. 1-2. Inside. Did that hit him? It did. It's a sweeper that got away from Tanner Houck. And tying run's going to be on. And now we all look at Alex Cora to see, is he going to the bullpen?
I think it might be Andrew Bailey first, actually. We'll see. They're talking it over for sure. Slayton is up now.
Carlos Narvaez out to the mound. Now here comes Andrew Bailey. Bottom of the 7th inning. Red Sox leading the Blue Jays 2-1. Rubber game. This series on the line. 2-run double by Alex Bregman. Tanner Houck went 6 scoreless. Then gave up the solo home run to Dalton Varsho. Got a ground out, now hit Barger. They just showed a shot of Alex Cora. Someone was laughing near him in the dugout, and Alex remained stone-faced.
Something tickled Jason Varitek, but it's a big sequence right here.
And just like Lucas Giolito last night, the difference between last night and tonight, last night it happened so fast. Tonight, this is a true decision to leave Tanner Houck in this moment to face a left-hand hitter. Alan Roden, he's got 1 home run all year, tying run on first base, 2 down. First pitch from Tanner Houck. Swinging a chopper up the middle. Story gloves on the run. He throws to first, and Tanner Houck finishes off 7 innings of 1-run ball in Toronto. The pearl of his season so far. We go to the 8th with the Red Sox leading 2-1 on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Every morning brings a fresh, new energy.
This is Today with
And no matter what the day holds, we come to the Today Show for all of it.
When things are tough, we talk about it. When there's something to figure out, we dig into it. And when there's joy, we celebrate it.
Because today is where it's all happening. We get the best start to every morning because we start it together.
Watch the Today Show with Savannah Guthrie and Craig Melvin, weekdays at 7 a.m. on NBC.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to
slow it down and get it going slower.
Izervay is proven to slow GA progression.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Izervay or avacincaptad Pagel is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
Looking for a career that offers a 6-figure income, world-class health benefits, and a fixed benefit pension? With just a high school equivalency certificate in fluent English, you can join us. We have excellent education incentives. I started with just a high school diploma, and now I can provide my family with a great life. The benefits are amazing and the job security is unbeatable. Become a correctional officer by applying today at doc.ri.gov/apply.
The Greg Hill Show, weekdays, 5:30 to 10.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Rafi Devers leads it off in the top of the 8th, 2-1 Red Sox. In Toronto, Fluharty continues, and Rafi takes a breaking pitch away for ball 1. Rafi is singled, walked, and struck out. What a start for Tanner Houck. He and Jason Varitek walking over the autopsy of this start. It was fabulous. 1-0 the pitch. High in the air into left field. It hangs up with Roden about 10 feet in front of the warning track, circling around to make the play, and there's one down.
Can I give you some interesting statistical autopsy results here?
Sure.
Tanner Houck tonight threw 3 of the 7 hardest pitches he's ever thrown in a Major League Baseball game.
I mean, he looked up for it from the jump. He looked angry. The sinker was hard and violent. Here's Alex Bregman, who's got the big swing in the game to this point. One down pitch. He is a little low.
He threw 97.5 tonight to Alejandro Kirk for the first time since 2022.
As a reliever. 1-0. Bregman is ready to pitch. High fly into left center field. Varsho back onto the warning track is there. To make the play, Alex just missed that very quickly. 2 down. Bring up Wilyer Abreu. Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan post-game show. You deserve a car that thrills you. Nissan's got an exciting full line that'll put goosebumps on your goosebumps. Out of curiosity, what and when was the hardest pitch of his career?
Hold, please.
Here's Wilyer. 2 down in the 8th. 2-1 Sox. Here's the pitch. High pop-up. Shallow left center field. The shortstop Bichette backpedaling. He's out to camp under it and make the play. Inning over.
97-9. Wrigley Field and a hold opportunity.
All right. Red Sox need a hold from Slayton right after this. He'll pitch, then Chapman. 2-1. Bottom 8 next. Shaw's and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Cats are kind of experts on life. Hey, they get 9 runs at it, so we could learn a thing or two. Or 9. Like aim high, because you'll always land on your feet. Or that 14-hour naps are a necessity. And above all, never let things get too heavy. Cats lighten our lives. We lighten yours. At Cat's Pride, our naturally lightweight litter performs like heavy litter, but is up to 40% lighter than traditional scoopable litter. Meaning you'll never have to lift a crazy heavy litter jug again. Which is totally zen. Cat's Pride. Lighten your life.
You didn't start a business just to keep the lights on. You're here to sell more today than yesterday. You're here to win. Lucky for you, Shopify built the best converting checkout on the planet. Like the just one tapping, ridiculously fast acting, sky-high sales stacking, champion of checkouts. That's the good stuff right there. So if your business is in it to win it, win with Shopify. Start your free trial today at shopify.com/win.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. Your car, running or not, could be picked up as soon as the next day. No title, no problem. Go to carsforkids.org today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
We're right back to the Sox on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Justin Slayton right back in the saddle. You'll see Ernie Clement, Nathan Lucas, and then Bo Bichette. Bottom of the 8th inning. Red Sox lead 2-1. Slayton came on in the 10th last night. And after the weird play in center field, he walked a couple, and then Kirk beat him with an unearned run. Here we go with Clement, who's looked pretty good at the plate tonight. Right-handed hitter. Takes a ball. That should have been a strike. Curveball. Looked like it clipped the top of the zone.
Yeah, because it did.
1-0. I don't think Eric Bacchus has had a great night. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Man, four-seamer at 98. And it is 1-1. Pitching change and slow down in the action, brought to you by Izerve. 1-1. Oive almost hit him. Breaking ball up and in. In the end, I don't think that was that close to Clement. Easy for me to say from here. But it missed, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, it's a sweeper that never came back. Just completely backed up on him. Honestly, best case scenario from the pitcher's perspective because it didn't stay in the zone.
2-1. Pitch. That is low. You don't want to walk the leadoff man in a one-run game, obviously. Chapman is sort of stretching out in the bullpen, but this is Slayton's 8th inning all the way. Play him to pull on the dirt. The 3-1 is popped up. Man, is that a gift? Back on it goes the second baseman, Hamilton. Straightaway shallow center field. He's there to make the play. One down.
Never out of an at bat when you can throw a 95-mile-an-hour cutter 3-1.
Tanner Houck was awesome. His best start of the year. Two of them really well done against the Blue Jays tonight. 7 innings, 4 hits, just 1 run with 6 strikeouts, and really importantly, no walks. In attack mode with a sinker all night. 1 out. Here is the left-handed hitting Nathan Lucas, and he bounds 1 foul. On the first base side, we take 10 seconds for station ID. Shaw's and Star Market, Red Sox Radio Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
0-1 is hacked on and fouled back to the screen, and just like that, 0-2. As is always the case with the Toronto Blue Jays in this generation, the specter of Vladdy looms over everything. Bichette is on deck with 1 out. Then it would be Guerrero's turn. 1 run. Red Sox lead the 0-2. Just high. That was a ball with a curveball, and it's 1-2. Lucas is singled and struck out the pitch. Lined and looped into shallow left center field. That's down for a hit. Trouble brewing in the bottom of the 8th. Kind of a jam shot. And now the tying run is aboard for Bichette. An updated box score brought to you by the Mass Lottery, who celebrates the game we love. From the baseball diamond to the lottery games that support all our 351 cities and towns. The Mass Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning. John Schneider has a couple right-handers, Garcia and Green, up in his bullpen. Here is the always dangerous Bo Bichette. Pitch is low. Slayton, not that razor sharp here tonight. Bichette 0 for 3. Pitch is a strike. Dropped by Narvaez, but a curveball in the outside corner, and it's 1-1.
Lucas over there at first base does not run well.
Bichette against Slayton's only seen him 1 time. 0 for 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 down in the 8th. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Man, he blew a fastball by him. Narvaez throws behind the runner at first. Close play, but safe. And it is 1-2 to Bichette. He was trying to put the Blue Jays ahead right there. He has not homered this season. Slayton wants to keep that intact. Lucas leading at first. 1-2, the pitch. High fly into right field. Abreu racing back toward the warning track. Willier turned around. He can't make the play. It bounces off the wall. Willier plays the bounce. He throws to second. Back up on his feet. A misplay by Abreu. A double for Bichette. And here come the Blue Jays in the 8th. I have no idea what happened right there for Willier Abreu. By most accounts, the best right fielder in the game, and he just never saw it. Got totally turned around, and it spun behind him and onto the warning track.
I mean, the ball off the right-hand bat is always going to slice towards the right field line. And it was over Abreu's head and then sliced away from him. He tried to turn back and reach up and put together a miracle grab, but his reaction says the story, flipping his glove to himself in frustration in right field as we speak.
Well, now you got decision time. I mean, they did it last night. Loaded the bases with Slayton on the mound in the 10th inning. It is hard for me to understand how you would pitch to Guerrero here. I mean, I know it's right on right. Santander is, I guess, heating up a little bit, but at the very least, you got to be careful with the Blue Jays slugger right here. That is a nightmarish turn of events right there. There should be 2 outs with a runner at first base. Instead, a base hit puts Toronto ahead. And now the Red Sox have to gamble. They're going to bring the infield in. How'd you like to be in on the grass with this man at the plate? 2-1, disaster brewing. Slayton throws. Guerrero swings and misses. That's a cut fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 0-1. In a lot of ways, the game is on the line right here. 0-1. Slayton is ready. He throws. Guerrero swings and misses at another fastball, 98 miles an hour, and it's 0-2. That is just country hardball, and here's where you have so much belief in Carlos Narvaez if you wanted to bury one. Infield in, 0-2, the pitch is just outside. Vladdy does check his swing at a fastball, 98 miles an hour, and it's 1-2. They're going after him. My best against yours. They're in the arena together, 1-2. Slayton sets. He throws, and Guerrero fouls it off high on the first base side, 98 miles an hour. It stays 1-2.
Setup pitch, fastball top of the zone. Can you get him to chase a curveball if you go down there? If you throw it, it's got to be way down there.
Infield in, second and third for the Jays, a one-run Red Sox lead. The 1-2 pitch is outside, fastball. And it's 2-2. He has not felt comfortable with that pitch so far, Slayton. The curveball, he's going all hard stuff to Guerrero. 2-2. Slayton sets. He throws. And a fastball high. Very close, but I think it was a ball just a little bit outside. And it's 3-2. Good pitch. Need another right here. 3-2. Here it is. Drive into left field, way back. Refsnyder looks up. Adios. 3-run homer for Guerrero. Another total bullpen meltdown in Toronto. And it is 4-2 Blue Jays. He hung a curveball and it got mauled. He was aggressive early. He attacked him with fastballs. He got into a 2-strike count. That right there is a pitch you cannot make.
No. It's a curveball. I mean, it's below the zone, and obviously Vladdy was waiting for it. He just gets down on it and takes it to left. Wasn't bad execution. Wrong pitch, wrong guy.
High pop-up on the right side of the infield, drifting back toward right field. Story's going to call Hamilton off. He'll get there to make the play. And they're 2 away. Again, you understand it. Slayton's got great stuff. You want to attack Guerrero, see if you can put him away, that's fine. But you have first base open. And I know Santander hit the big home run last night, but this club, this ballpark, it hurts to give in to the one guy that can kill you. Here's Varsho, who homered his last time. He takes a fastball inside for ball one. This is going to be a tough stretch here for Justin Slayton. That's 2 in a row where he's gotten hit hard.
Last night it was strike throwing. You could argue in this outing it's been strike throwing too. He gets behind Lucas. He gets behind Bichette.
1-0. Low.
And the other reality of this is it's the latest example. And look, Willie Bray has been a wonderful right fielder. He's a great defensive player. But it's another example of when you don't make plays that you're supposed to make and then compound it by allowing extra bases beyond it.
2-0 is a strike. No, called a ball.
This is what happens.
No, that's a good point. And, I mean, that ball was in the air forever. I don't usually care too much about catch probabilities, but I bet the ball that Bichette hit pretty high on that counter, the 3-0, is a strike on the inside corner. And, of course, then you can really be even more delicate with Guerrero. But it's just the worst possible pitch at the worst possible time as the 3-1 is fouled on the third base side. And if you think about the homers in this series, they've all been on soft stuff. I mean, maybe the Varsho homer the other way last time, but changeups, splitters, and that hanging curve. Man alive, 3-2. Crushed high and deep and foul down the right field line off the bat of Varsho. And it stays 3-2.
And again, against a lineup that has been, coming into the series was one of the worst home run hitting teams in baseball. again, it's really easy here to sit here and say, I should have thrown the hard stuff when it goes wrong. But, the reality is they put them in positions to hit home runs.
3-2. High fastball. He walked him. 90% catch probability. Again, I think that stat is a little bit off at times, but it was in the air forever. That's a ball that just needs to be caught.
Now you're talking about 2 losses on the road trip that have come down to the bullpen, where Cleveland outpitches you over the weekend from the 5th inning on.
Here's a shot deep into center field. Duran will race back, leap up, and make the play. Kirk just put a charge into that, but he ran it down. Did Duran, inning over. And the Red Sox have their work cut out. Story, Casas, and Refsnyder coming up. The Blue Jays have their big arms ready in the bullpen. Second night in a row, this game flipped in an instant. 4-2 Toronto in the Shaws and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox.
Looking for a career that offers a 6-figure income, world-class health benefits, and a fixed benefit pension? With just a high school equivalency certificate in fluent English, you can join us. We have excellent education incentives. I started with just a high school diploma, and now I can provide my family with a great life. The benefits are amazing and the job security is unbeatable. Become a correctional officer by applying today at doc.ri.gov/apply.
As your warm weather fun gets into full swing, Shaw's and Star Market are saving you time and money. Just download the Shaw's Deals and Delivery app to do your grocery shopping online. Right now, you'll save $30 off your first online order over $75. That's right. Use the code SAVE30 and enjoy $30 off your first order. Plus, get free curbside pickup or delivery right to your door, ready in as soon as 30 minutes. Shaw's and Star Market. Save time, shop online.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to
slow it down, get it going slower.
Izervay is proven to slow GA progression.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Izervay or avacincaptad pagel is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
Jones and Keith.
Weekdays 10 to 2.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
For the second straight night, Sox the chance to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. They were closing in both last night and tonight. 3-run homers have been the undoing. And now Jimmy Garcia, one of their great right-handed relievers, who's not allowed a run in 13 games, comes on for the top of the ninth. You'll see Story, Casas, and Refsnyder. Ouch. Story waits way back on the infield. Garcia throws, and Trevor takes a strike on the outside corner. Play not made in right field by Abreu. That set the wheels totally in motion. And then with first base open, a hanging breaking ball that Guerrero did not miss. 0-1. Here's the pitch. That's another strike. Perfect. 99 miles an hour, 0-2. And unfortunately, the last two nights sort of perpetuate kind of a microcosm of the Red Sox season. Just when they start humming, just don't finish the deal. 2 steps forward and then a couple back. 0-2. Story waits the pitch. Swing and a foul. He stays alive on a breaking ball.
That's two guys that, have generally been really good. I mean, it's Whitlock and it's Slayton. You can relitigate the Tanner Houck starting the 7th inning, but he was, just like Giolito at 70-something pitches.
Both were rolling. 0-2. Here's the pitch. Story takes a ball. And that's, of course, the other part of this is that you get two great starts from Giolito and Houck and are in danger of dropping both of them. 4-2 Toronto, top 9, 1-2 the count, the pitch. Story pops it foul on the first base side.
Defensive changes, by the way, for John Schneider. They brought Andres Jimenez to second, Platinum Glover, and moved Ernie Clement to third. Addison Barger's out of the game.
Story is 5 for 9 against this pitcher, but in a 1-2 hole. Pitch is outside. Good take. And it is 2-2. There is nothing quite as dispiriting as bullpen meltdowns. And the Sox bullpen had been great, but two missteps in a row. 2-2. Swing and a miss. He got him with a slider. There's the first out in this top of the 9th inning. The game attendance report brought to you by Crispy Crunchy Chicken. Whether you're craving fresh hand-breaded chicken and chicken tenders or all-breast meat-fried chicken sandwiches and nuggets, Crispy Crunchy Chicken delivers. Find a location at crispycrunchy.com. 24,198 here. So one down, here's Casas. Quick turnaround for the Red Sox tomorrow. The Twins are in town. The pitch to Tristan is low. Curveball, it's 1-0. You just are desperate to get the tying run to the plate in this inning. I would doubt that Christian Campbell is available to hit today. Rib discomfort. 1-0 the pitch. Swing and a miss. Big fastball. Rafaela and Romy are available to hit off the bench or run. And in fact, you can just about guarantee it that if Casas gets on base here, Gonzalez will come on and pinch run. 4-2 Toronto, man alive. Sox got a great start from Houck. 2-run double from Bregman. Now in a hole, the 1-1. Swinging a foul. Tristan, a little broken bat hit his last time, and now in a 1-2 hole.
You said it, but the idea that in this lineup where nobody's beaten pretty much anyone all year long, that, Guerrero is the guy that beats you, is just so infuriating.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Casas. Garcia throws. Swing and a miss. He got him. Chased a fastball way up and out of the zone, and the Red Sox are down to their last out.
Offensively, 10th K. And no slug to make up for it. I mean, there's 1 double from Alex Bregman, 6 singles, 1 total walk. Again, you've had them on the ropes twice in as many days, and they snuck out of it.
2 down. Here's Rob Refsnyder, the Red Sox last hope. Pitch. Soft ground ball to first that should do it. Guerrero gloves it, and fittingly, he will end it. He hops across the first base bag. His 3-run homer, the difference in the game. 2 straight bullpen meltdowns for the Red Sox in Toronto. What could have easily been a sweep instead turns into a series loss north of the border. 4-2 the final. That keeps the Blue Jays alive for now. Red Sox will head home. Big time missed opportunity here in Canada. 4-2 the final. Jays win. Nissan postgame show next on the Shaws and Star Market WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
At Enterprise, we know you're constantly on the move. Getting this?
Thanks, Mom.
Fixing that. You reach a destination. And then it's on to the next. And when life is moving at the speed of, life, Enterprise is right there with you, around the corner and around the globe. We'll keep you moving forward. Enterprise, for lives in drive.
I'm Kiana, and I leveled up my business with Shopify. Once I figured out that Shopify was a thing, I never turned back. I can create a site with my eyes closed. Shopify thinks ahead of us, and it thinks about the customer more than anything. Every day I'm thinking about some other new business, but Shopify is doing it to me because it's so easy to use. It's like I can't stop. I'm addicted.
Start your free trial at Shopify.com.
Hey, Red Sox fans, imagine turning your deck or balcony into the ultimate pregame spot any day of the week. With Kenyon Electric Grills, you're always just moments away from that perfect sear. Proudly made just down I-95 in Clinton, Connecticut, the grills are designed for the city life. Forget what you know about electric grills. Kenyon's high quality and USA manufactured craftsmanship mean you're not just grilling, you're grilling with the best. Slide into kenyongrills.com and see why they're the official grill of the Boston Red Sox. And you can make any day turn into a weekend, too.
You're listening to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. This is the Nissan postgame show. At Nissan, we make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself today. Shop NissanUSA.com.
Another tough one in Toronto. The Red Sox have now lost 5 of their 7 games this season against the Blue Jays. And both of them, the last 2 days, really difficult to stomach. The Sox, especially yesterday. Really, tonight's game can happen. Bullpen blow-ups occur in the course of a season, but it hurts double on the backs of losing a 6-0 lead in the 6th inning last night. So the Red Sox will now have to get hot once again at home. They are now 17-16. The Blue Jays, are within a game of Boston. This is a Toronto team that came in losers of 8 of 9. They had absolutely nothing going offensively. You dodge Bassett, you dodge Gossman, their 2 best starting pitchers. Now, Barrios was good tonight, but the Red Sox had a 2-0 lead against him. And again, the wheels turning in those late innings. We can talk all we want about, the mistake to Guerrero, and that will be debated. That's going to be discussed, I'm sure, in the postgame locker room, clubhouse scrums. But this game turned when Wilyer Abreu doesn't catch a routine fly ball to right field. He's got to make that play. He's been absolutely brilliant defensively, has Abreu. But that's a play that turned the whole game, and it has to be made.
And it's been a narrative of the last couple of years, and reasonably so. And, you go back to Fort Myers, and Alex Cora sitting on the bench. He said it out loud. We've not been a good defensive team the last few years. I mean, it's just the reality of it. And it's, one thing for us to say. It's another thing for the manager of the team to say it. We know it's true. And there's been brighter spots defensively this year, I think. There are still issues. I mean, they've made a lot of errors. But what we saw tonight is the same as what a lot of the last few years have been. Not Wilyer Abreu, but it's a play that's not made. And you see the snowball effect, because then you have to face Vlad with men on second and third. Now Score's got a decision to make. He makes the decision to face him and just couldn't do it. It's just, it's been seen.
Listen, Coop, here's the other part about this. I mean, the Red Sox are now going to go home with a 3-3 road trip. They could have won all 6. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's hard to even imagine how they don't win 4 and, quite honestly, 5 on this road trip. The game they lose in Cleveland, Wilyer hits the 3-run homer in the first inning. That should be a win, but they give up the 4 runs there. And then last night's meltdown with a 6-run lead 2/3 of the way through the game. So, I mean, the good news for the Red Sox is that most of the time these things even out. I think they've lost 7 one-run games, which is the most in the big leagues by a long shot. Tonight it's a 4-2 final score. They're doing a lot of things that will position them in the long run to be in the race and to score. That cheer means the Maple Leafs have just scored a goal for sure. It's going crazy here at the Rogers Center. All the TVs in the suites must have just changed over to the Leaf game. But so it must be 3-2 Toronto in the third period. We return to Boston Red Sox baseball commentary. They slug, they hit, they scored in a 4-game stretch. They scored 38 runs. They're going to hit, Cooper. There's a lot of things to be happy about. Houck was really good. That's the most important thing. Giolito, good. Buehler will wait and see on the injury. You hope Christian Campbell's thing is not too serious. They've put themselves in a spot to be right there. And the truth of the matter is a combination of defense, occasional missed chances in the bullpen. This team could so easily be 7 or 8 games above 500, and they're not.
Very much so, and they're not, right. That's the real part of this. But it is true, and, it's really frustrating in the moment, and it's what happened the last 48 hours is so infuriating. But you look at how it happened. It's kind of like I don't mean to kind of just glaze over it, but they are freak things. They're things that happen. I mean, Justin Slate and Garrett Whitlock are two of the best relievers in the game, and they gave up they gave up those games. I mean, that's the reality of it. I will say this just on the bullpen part of this, and look, Garrett Whitlock and Justin Slate are two of the best relievers in the game. Period.
Yep.
But the margins are so fine. And when you talk about the teams that went not only to the postseason last year, but deep in the postseason, they put games like this and like yesterday, but particularly like this, one-run games in the 7th and 8th inning away. And it's 2 days, one in the end of April and one in the start of May. But as the weather gets warmer and as the nights go on and on and on, these are games, more than anything, that have to be wins, and they have to be wins because of your elite arms on the back end.
There's no doubt about that. And I think in the end, Slayton and Whitlock are going to be huge parts of this thing. The truth is, too, it's sort of an adage in baseball. Both those guys have these elite sinking fastballs, 97, 98 miles an hour, and both of them got beaten on secondary stuff. And I think that's something that will stick in Andrew Bailey's craw. A splitter last night, a changeup, and then the hanging curveball tonight.
Alex Cora asked for monsters in the offseason. He has monsters now. Now let's let them be monsters.
As punishment, you got to go back up the CN Tower. Max Pacioretty, the reason for the big cheer here, 3-2. I don't know what Joe Braverman just said to me in my ears. Something. Words that I couldn't understand. But Coop can go off the edge. Sure. That was fun, Cooper.
That was a lot of fun. Thanks for having me.
You're off to Philly to do some Big East lacrosse tournament action, huh?
Big time. But there will be baseball in my heart.
Yes, indeed. And hopefully the bullpen can hold some leads this weekend at Fenway Park. All right, Christian Arcan's got the rest of the Nissan postgame show. Red Sox back their way into a road trip split. They fall in 2 of the 3 games in Toronto, 3 up, 3 down between Cleveland and here. Final score, 4-2. Blue Jays, Vladdy Guerrero does it again against the Red Sox. Nissan postgame show next on the Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Every morning brings a fresh, new energy. And no matter what the day holds, we come to the Today Show for all of it.
We get the best start to the day because we started together.
Watch the Today Show weekdays at 7 a.m. on NBC.
At Enterprise, we know you're constantly on the move. Getting this,
Thanks, Mom.
fixing that. You reach a destination, and then it's on to the next. And when life is moving at the speed of, life, Enterprise is right there with you, around the corner and around the globe. We'll keep you moving forward. Enterprise, for lives in drive.
The Nissan Rogue with available Google built-in helps you make the most of your drive. Take care of the small stuff, like,
hey Google, cool down my car.
And,
hey Google, turn on the dog feeder.
Or change up your adventure.
Hey Google, navigate me to the nearest music venue.
Handle your drive like a pro.
Experience the ultimate connection in the Nissan Rogue. Nissan offers 6 vehicles with starting MSRP under $30,000. Visit your local Nissan store and nissanusa.com today. Not equipped on all vehicles. Requires compatible device. Sequences shortened and simulated. Activation of Nissan Connect services package required. Only use features when safe and legal to do so. Data rates may apply. Subject to third-party service availability. Google Play, and Google Maps are trademarks of Google LLC. Available on Nissan Altima, Kicks, Leaf, Rogue, Sentra, and Versa. All prices are manufacturer suggested retail price. MSRP for base models. MSRP excludes destination and handling charges, tax, title, license, and options. Dealer sets actual prices.
Arbella Insurance has been doing business in the New England community for over 35 years. They're your friends, your neighbors, and fellow Boston fans. They do the wave at the ballpark together and get stuck in the same Sturrow Drive traffic. At Arbella, being your neighbor helps them provide you with the coverage you need to drive, live, or run a business in this part of the country we call home. Arbella, here for Boston fans, here for good.
I'm Kiana, and I leveled up my business with Shopify. Once I figured out that Shopify was a thing, I never turned back. I can create a site with my eyes closed. Shopify thinks ahead of us, and it thinks about the customer more than anything. Every day I'm thinking about some other new business, but Shopify is doing it to me because it's so easy to use. It's like I can't stop. I'm addicted.
Start your free trial at shopify.com.
The Nissan Rogue with available Google built-in helps you make the most of your drive. Take care of the small stuff, like,
hey Google, cool down my car.
And,
hey Google, turn on the dog feeder.
Or change up your adventure.
Hey Google, navigate me to the nearest music venue.
Handle your drive like a pro.
Experience the ultimate connection in the Nissan Rogue. Nissan offers 6 vehicles with starting MSRP under $30,000. Visit your local Nissan store and nissanusa.com today. Not equipped on all vehicles. Requires compatible device. Sequences shortened and simulated. Activation of Nissan Connect services package required. Only use features when safe and legal to do so. Data rates may apply. Subject to third-party service availability. Google Play, and Google Maps are trademarks of Google LLC. Available on Nissan Altima, Kicks, Leaf, Rogue, Sentra, and Versa. All prices are manufacturer suggested retail price. MSRP for base models. MSRP excludes destination and handling charges, tax, title, license, and options. Dealer sets actual prices.
The Christian Arcan Show, weekday afternoons starting at 6. Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
You're listening to the Nissan Postgame Show. I'm Christian Arcan. You deserve a car that thrills you, and Nissan's got an exciting full line that will put goosebumps on your goosebumps. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop your local Nissan store and NissanUSA.com today. Another tough night for the good guys as the Red Sox get doubled up by the Blue Jays. 4-2 your final score in a game that the Red Sox had another late lead in. They were up 2-0 in the 7th inning and didn't give the lead up actually until the 8th. They had a 1-run lead in the 8th inning, and it's just another bad showing by the bullpen. I was musing before the game about how last night's game was frustrating for people like me because you had a good start from Giolito. Can't really complain there. Garrett Whitlock's been awesome this year, so I don't want to put it all on him, even though he did give up the home run to Santander. And the offense put up 6 runs. So how mad can you really be at them? I know they didn't do anything after the 6th inning, but what are you supposed to do? Tonight, it's a little more cut and dry. Tonight, Tanner Houck was fantastic. Again, one of his best starts of the year. He's got 2 good starts this year. They're both against Toronto, and he deserved a lot better. Wasting a Tanner Houck start after the way that month of April went for him, I think, is not good. And to see the Red Sox, after really clicking on offense for over a week, I would say, maybe a little less than that, but certainly since the doubleheader with Cleveland, you've seen this team go out there and produce. And Jose Barrios is a tough matchup for them. Absolutely, no question about it. I'm not going to act like they were going up against some hump tonight, but it's when you see this team go into the tank, when you see them offensively struggle like this, it's tough and it's frustrating knowing what they're capable of. Alex Bregman, he's the only one hitting today. He had an RBI double to score Rob Refsnyder and David Hamilton, and that was the 2 runs. That was it. That was it for the Red Sox all night. Dalton Varsho, who's been a menace, who homered last night, homered again tonight, made it 2-1. And then Vlad Guerrero with the big 3-run jack in the 8th inning off Justin Slayton, who takes the loss. Second straight night where a reliable right-handed bullpen arm comes in there and gives up a crippling 3-run home run. It happened in the Lads. Happened with Garrett Whitlock to Santander, and in fairness, that wasn't crippling. That tied the game, but that was a backbreaker for the Red Sox, who certainly thought they had that game in hand. This one, not quite the same, as a 2-0 lead is certainly different from 6-0 or even 6-3, but it's the same result. And 2 straight nights of the bullpen collapsing like this is problematic at best, especially when you're wasting a good start from Tanner Houck. The offense could have been better, sure, but I think you got to look at the bullpen here. And to a lesser extent, I think you got to question Alex Cora's decision-making. And we'll hear from him in Red Sox Review a little bit later on. But to pitch to Vlad Guerrero there with first base open and runners in second and third, I thought was ridiculous, a ridiculous decision. And there was that bad play by Abreu. It was scored a double, but it certainly could have been an error on him. I think that was a bad route to the ball, to be sure. But even if he had caught that, then there's still Vlad Guerrero up with somebody on. He still hits the home run. You still lose 3-2. So, I mean, that's sort of how I look at it. I think that pitching to Guerrero there was a wild decision for Alex Cora. And we'll find out from him why he decided to go that way. I'll admit, it's not like Guerrero's been tearing the cover off the ball since the season started. He's only hit 3 home runs. He's not exactly been killing it, but that is a dangerous hitter and one of the only guys in that lineup who's been regularly putting the ball in play. Even a single there and it's 3-2. You know, like that seemed to me like a unnecessary risk. And even with one out, you put him on, you set up the double play for Santander, who, despite his home run last night, has been not very good. Anyway, the Arbella Insurance Foundation is dedicated to striking out cancer by supporting the Jimmy Fund. Tonight, Red Sox pitchers had 6 strikeouts, and that means another $300 to the Jimmy Fund to help strike out cancer. Arbella, here for the Jimmy Fund, here for good. For every double the Red Sox hit, we donate $50 to the American Diabetes Association, brought to you in part by the Massachusetts Health Connector. If you need health insurance, go to mahealthconnector.org and find the right plan for you and your family. Alex Bregman doubled tonight. That was the only double of the game, and that brings our total up to $750. And for every 4-bagger the Red Sox hit this season, Red Sox Radio Network will donate $40 to Cars for Kids. We're making our donation. You should too. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS or go to carsforkids.com to donate your car today. That's Cars with a K. And while Cars for Kids has certainly enjoyed a lot of donations here over the last couple of days, there were no home runs hit by the Red Sox tonight. It's rare that you really say that. Certainly over the last couple of weeks or so, it's been bombs away with this team. But Jose Barrios, tough pitcher, tough guy to hit that far. A lot of the hits with him, it seems like, are line drives, infield hits like Duran had early on. That's the type of production you generally end up getting against Barrios, for the Red Sox anyway. And that's another frustrating part of all this, is that the Toronto Blue Jays, prior to this series, had been in a free fall, like a legitimate free fall. They lost 7 out of 8. After game 1, they'd lost 8 out of 9. They were searching for answers. And who's there to give it to them but the Red Sox? And starting to seem like there's no easier team to face than the Red Sox when they're in the middle of a 3-game win streak. It's just immediately the worm turns to the other side, and that's happened a few times now. We'll go over that. We'll go over how the runs were scored, even though I just mostly gave it to you. We'll have the play of the game, which you can probably imagine what that is, and we'll take our look around the majors and see how this affects the Red Sox in the standings as they fall to 17-16. Just 1 game over 500. They are 9-10 away from Fenway. The Blue Jays improved to 15-16. They are 10-6. At the Rogers Center. I'm Christian Arcan. This is the Nissan Postgame Show. You deserve a car that thrills you, and Nissan's got an exciting full line that will put goosebumps on your goosebumps. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop your local Nissan store and nissanusa.com today. We'll be right back.
Every morning brings a fresh, new energy.
This is Today with
And no matter what the day holds, we come to the Today Show for all of it.
When things are tough, we talk about it. When there's something to figure out, we dig into it. And when there's joy, we celebrate it.
Because today is where it's all happening. We get the best start to every morning because we start it together.
Watch the Today Show with Savannah Guthrie and Craig Melvin, weekdays at 7 a.m. on NBC.
Many people seem to find certain words more pleasing when spoken with a British accent, like squirrel, schedule, and strawberry. But some phrases sound more pleasing in any accent. For example, switch to T-Mobile's new experience plans and the price of your rate plan won't change for 5 years, guaranteed. Here's another pleasing phrase. With T-Mobile, families of 3 can save 20% versus comparable plans plus streaming from AT&T and Verizon. Saving more with T-Mobile sounds very pleasing, don't you agree? Now let's hear it from the man who does the American voiceovers. Mr. T-Mobile voice.
T-Mobile's new experience plans. Families can save 20% today, and your price won't change tomorrow.
Nothing sounds more pleasing than T-Mobile's 5-year price guarantee. We hope you've enjoyed this advertisement. Advertisement.
Guarantees monthly price of on-network talk, text, and 5G data. Exclusions like taxes and fees apply. Savings with 3 lines. 3rd line free via monthly bill credits. Plan features and taxes and fees vary. See exclusions and details at T-Mobile.com/switch.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
That's the sound of James adding long-lasting Gain scent boosters to his laundry this morning. Several hours later, James sniffs the irresistible scent of Gain on his shirt. Gain. Several hours later, James has even caught the attention of his mother-in-law, and she never gives him attention.
Ooh, you smell amazing, James.
Oh, thanks, Mom. I love you, too.
I never said that.
Add Gain scent boosters to your laundry. Add joy to your day.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-700-6898. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-700-6898. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-700-6898. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-700-6898, 800-700-6898, or biglou.com.
Red Sox Review after the game on 93.7 WEEI.
Welcome back. This is the Nissan Postgame Show. You deserve a car that thrills you, and Nissan's got an exciting full line that will put goosebumps on your goosebumps. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop your local Nissan store and nissanusa.com today. Much like last night, it wasn't all bad. It wasn't good. Obviously, this isn't the ending that you want or the outcome that you want, but you can look at this and take some positives away from it. A very big one being Tanner Houck, and a good start for him, which his last start he had a rough beginning to, but he settled down after that. He seemed to carry that over into this start and was excellent. He was 7 innings, 1 run on 4 hits, didn't walk anybody, 6 strikeouts. He did give up the solo home run to Dalton Varsho, but he handed over a 2-1 lead to his bullpen, which in the form of Justin Slayton ended up giving up 3 runs on 3 hits, all earned with a walk, no strikeouts. Slayton takes the loss, falls to 0-2, also earns himself a blown save, which you never want to see. Over on the Blue Jays side, Jose Barrios, a no decision for him as well. He went 6 2/3 innings, 2 runs on 7 hits, both earned. He walked 1, struck out 8. He was very good. Mason Fluharty is the winning pitcher in this one. He went an inning and a third, did not give up any hits, didn't walk anybody or strike anybody out, and then Jimmy Garcia ended up getting the save in the 9th inning, his second on the year. He retired 2 Red Sox batters by way of the strikeout. Only player with any RBIs in this one, that would be Alex Bregman. As we go back over how the runs were scored, it was a pretty low-scoring game throughout most of this game, as the Red Sox did threaten a little bit. Duran stole second after an infield single, but Rafael Devers and Alex Bregman both struck out. Wilyer Abreu flied out to center field. Tanner Houck gets him 1-2-3 in the first inning. Red Sox get another base runner. Actually, they had Story at second base, but then it was Refsnyder and Hamilton who both struck out. Barrios getting out of trouble fairly easily in this one. It was not until the 5th inning that the Red Sox started to really get to Barrios. Refsnyder led off with a single. Hamilton then singled to right. Refsnyder goes over to third. Carlos Narvaez popped out. Jaron Duran struck out. Then Rafael Devers walked, and with the bases loaded, Alex